Evet, sanıyorum mute'sunuz.
Merhabalar, sesim geliyordur umarım.
Evet, gayet iyi duyuyoruz.
Çok teşekkür ederim tekrardan. Kusura bakmayın. İlk olarak Türkçe olarak bir giriş yapacağız. Sonrasında etkinliğimiz İngilizce olarak çevrilecek. Turkey and Horizon Europe İPA projesi kapsamında TÜBİTAK ve Sabancı Üniversitesi işbirliğiyle gerçekleştirmekte olduğumuz Temiz Hidrojen Ortaklığı 2024 çağrısı Ulusal Bilgi Günü ve Uluslararası Proje Pazarı etkinliğimize hoş geldiniz. Hepinizi saygıyla selamlıyoruz. Etkinliğimiz Türkiye dışından katılımcıların olması sebebiyle İngilizce olarak gerçekleştirilecek. Konuya ilişkin sorularınız olması durumunda daha sonra bizlere ncp.enerji@tubitak.gov.tr adresi üzerinden ulaşabileceğinizi önden belirtmek isteriz. Yeterli katılımcı sayısına ulaştığınızı düşünüyorum. Etkinliğimize dilerseniz birazdan hatta hemen başlıyor olacağız. Herkesin verimli ve faydalı bir etkinlik geçirmesini temenni ederim. I think we have reached a sufficient number of participants now. Dear distinguished participants, I express my gratitude to each of you for your presence at today's Turkish National Info Day and International Brokerage Event on Clean Hydrogen Partnership 2024 call. First, allow me to introduce myself. I am Hanif Fethulcuoğlu, currently working at the Scientific and Technological Research Council of Turkey, abbreviated as TÜBİTAK. I serve as the national contact point for Cluster 5, Climate, Energy and Mobility within the Horizon Europe program. My focus lies particularly in the energy field and energy-related European partnerships, such as the Clean Hydrogen Partnership joint undertaking, or maybe. Additionally, I represent TÜBİTAK in the state representative group of this partnership. If you have any question or remarks regarding these issues, please don't hesitate to contact us through the Q&A part during the event, or send us an email to ncpenergy@tubitak.gov.tr after this event. Our event is co-organized under the scope of the Turkey in Horizon Europe Technical Assistance Project and with the cooperation of the Sabancı University. We are honored to organize this event going beyond the traditional info day, offering participants the opportunity to present their project ideas and engage in one-to-one online meetings through the B2Match platform, facilitating connections between Turkish and European researchers. As you may be aware, over the past 2 years, hydrogen technologies have gained significant prominence, aligning with both the EU strategy and our country's objectives. Our country Turkey closely monitors the latest development in Europe's rapidly evolving hydrogen ecosystem. In this context, official authorities such as TÜBİTAK and also TEMAK are taking crucial steps to support Turkish stakeholders through both national and international initiatives. In an international context, the Clean Hydrogen Partnership under the Horizon Europe program emerged as a significant and supportive tool for hydrogen technologies. As known, TÜBİTAK is responsible for the national coordination of the Horizon Europe program. In this context, we organize numerous events just like today to ensure accurate information and increase awareness among our Turkish stakeholders. Clean Hydrogen Partnership, which is a public-private partnership supporting research and innovation activities in hydrogen technologies in Europe. We have 3 main members of this joint undertaking, while the European Commission represents the public side. The private side consists of 2 members that are Hydrogen Europe and Hydrogen Europe Research. During the event, we featured information about the Clean Hydrogen Partnership 2024 call and the Hydrogen Europe structure will be shared, and interested participants will have the opportunity to pitch their project idea and introduce themselves. Additionally, following the event, participants can continue discussion on the potential collaboration through one-to-one meetings facilitated by the B2Match platform, which will remain open from today until the closing of the Clean Hydrogen Partnership call on April 17th. I would like to inform you in advance that our agenda is quite busy and therefore we may experience some flexibility page. Therefore, thank you in advance for your understanding. So on today's agenda, I will give the floor to our Horizon Europe Program National Coordinator, Mr. Çağrı Yıldırım, for the opening speech. Çağrı?
Good morning. Thank you, Hanife, for the introduction. and thank you very much for this organization. And I would like to thank all the participants for their attendance in such an early day. So let me share my presentation swiftly. I am going to share it. Please bear with me. Yeah, I hope you can see it well. So, hello everyone, this is Çağrı Yıldırım. I am head of EU Framework Program Department at TÜBİTAK. I am National Coordinator of Horizon Europe in Turkey. So I have been working with Hanife for almost 5 years, but I have been part of this clean hydrogen partnership. Beforehand, it was fuel cells and hydrogen joint undertaking since almost 10 years. So this is a very priority area of Turkey. But I remember 10 years ago, it was almost the ecosystem very actually in the beginning period. And it's nice to see that the ecosystem in Turkey and in the Europe is well developed in this area. So let me share, this is the presentation which is made by the TÜBİTAK President, Mr. Professor Dr. Hasan Manda. As you right now, as you might know, that Turkey has published 12 development plan, which will be actually part of this strategy between 2024 and 2028. Well, this is very actually turning point regarding to actually in the research and development, because this development plan recognize the Turkey's importance in the environmental friendly and also high technology area in this sense. So when you check into the detail of this plan, you will see that importance on the green and digital transformation and disaster resilient living spaces and sustainable environment, etc. So this shows how much Turkey is going to invest in these specific areas. So also last year, the Minister of Energy it already published Turkey first hydrogen technology strategy and the roadmap. According to this strategy, Turkey aims to increase the electrolyzer capacity, power capacity to 2 gigawatt by 2022. By the way, this is the green production power capacity, 5 gigawatt by 2035 and 70 gigawatt by 2053. So this is the roadmap, and you can see all those documents. You will see the below the links, and after the event we will share the presentations. So let me introduce briefly what is TÜBİTAK, if any attendance who doesn't know our role. TÜBİTAK is the main actually support organizations for the R&D infrastructure in Turkey. It is also TÜBİTAK has the research centers and institutes in strategic areas to strengthen and technological infrastructure of the country. So we have been actually, we are celebrating, last year we celebrated 60 years anniversary. So there are in not only in Ankara but also in Istanbul, Bursa, Antalya, in everywhere we have the research institutes as well. Especially we have the research institutes in the area of the fuel cells and hydrogen, which is located in Istanbul. So TÜBİTAK has been giving the support. This is also presentation by our president in the specific R&D thematic priority areas. Those areas are climate change and mitigation and adaptation, net zero greenhouse gas emission targets, increasing green growth technologies. So you can see we have been giving this actually Turkey, like European Union, has a Green Deal plan for 2050. We have the same plan for 2053. So in order to achieve this ambitious target, being a carbon-free country, we give the importance on the R&D innovation initiatives. So you can see one of the biggest part to achieve such aims, we cannot actually do this by ourselves. We give the prioritization of the internationalization. So TÜBİTAK has a bilateral cooperation with around 71 countries with 102 institutions. So you can see since 2002, there is a huge increase of the bilateral cooperation. But also, we are part of the framework programs. As TÜBİTAK, we are the National Coordination Office of the Horizon Europe program, actually not Horizon Framework program. We started with the 6th framework program and then continue with the 7th, 8th, and now a 9th framework program, which is called as Horizon Europe. We are part of the this program as an associated country since 2002. And when we look at the figures for the Horizon 2020, there have been more than 8,000 applications and around the projects funded around the 300 million euro, and the funded projects almost 1,000, and the success rate was 9.8. So right now we are in the Horizon Europe, which is the current program. We are almost actually half of it on the way. So right now, European Commission started to think about the next framework program, which is going to start in 2027, at the end of the 2027. So as Turkey, we started to also look into the details, how we can involve more actively and give the prioritization area for the next framework program. So today we are discussing about hydrogen. So in the Horizon 2020 project, in Horizon 2020 program, there have been projects funded by the European Commission in the area of the clean hydrogen, fuel cells, and the clean production of the renewable energy, etc. You can see some examples. For example, under the fuel cells and hydrogen partnership joint undertaking, the Koç High Field was one of the first project was funded under this partnership. There, actually, demonstration of fuel cell and regional passenger transportation has been achieved. And from Turkey, Otokar and the Ford was part of this project. Also, ODTÜ was part of the high storage project, which is aiming the hydrogen storage in the European subsurface. So that was another example. So Horizon Europe is the similar structure when we compare to the Horizon 2020. But under the Pillar 2, those areas was thematic areas. There were more than 10 thematic areas. Right now, they are in the cluster shape. And under the climate, energy, mobility, there are different partnerships as well. So this is a complex. It looks like a complex structure, but the European Union is giving underlying some strategic areas. Under those strategic areas, they are developing the institutionalized partnership, program partnerships. So what is the meaning of the institutionalized partnership? Actually, institutionalized partnership is about the more involvement of the industrial involvement or the private sector involvement. So half of the money, more than the half of the money for the most of the institutionalized partnership comes from the private sector, and half of it comes from this is the basic idea, comes from the European Commission. So the clean hydrogen is one of the institutionalized partnership. So it has been a part of this program. When we look into the Horizon Europe actually data and the performance of Turkey, actually compared to the Horizon 2020, our success rate is increased, almost doubled actually. So you can see we are already in the third year, and we already in the we are in the same. So in the Horizon 2020, we returned around the 300 million euro. So according to first 3 years results, Turkish applicants received almost 25 million euro already. So that shows actually huge commitment from the Turkish ecosystems in the Horizon Europe, and the success is very high. When you look into the right side of the shape pie chart, you will see that the most successful area is the cluster 5, climate, energy, mobility. More than 50, almost 50% of the money comes from this area. So that's why today this clean hydrogen partnership call topics are very interesting and very, very promising for our ecosystem. So that's why we are doing this event. And actually in 2021, we received a very successful result for the first Hydrogen Valley project has been funded in Turkey. That was the High South Marmara. And this year there will be another hydrogen valley call topics. Today, my colleagues are going to give the information about those call topics. But this High South Marmara was the first of a kind in Turkey. So it has already started the project. And as you can see, it involves, it's about the value chain. You know, Güney Marmara Kalkınma Ajansı, the South, you know, as a development agency, or Kale, Linde, Sabancı University, you can see the industry involvement and the public involvement in the consortium. So we are very actually eager to see more and more projects in these specific areas. And I would like to thank all the participants for today's involvement. And I'm very looking forward to seeing very good proposals developed for the upcoming, actually the call is already published for the upcoming deadline. So thank you very much. Here is the last slide. Thank you, Hanife.
Thank you so much, Shari, also for your beautiful presentation. At this point, maybe I would perhaps like a small, like to make a small addition. As you know, at TÜBİTAK, we also provide a network membership support or stakeholders. And here we see an important network for us under the umbrella of the Horizon Europe program is Hydrogen Europe, industrial networking area, and Hydrogen Europe research. In this context, Luis Mazurkiewicz, the valuable representative of Hydrogen Europe research, is with us today. Luis is working as an innovation manager at Hydrogen Europe research. He will provide detailed information about the purpose and structure of Hydrogen Europe. Then he will also explain the general principle and the framework of the Clean Hydrogen 2024 call topics. I would like to pass the floor to Luis. He started his day early for us. Luis, we truly appreciate you dedicating your valuable time to us. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here for the Turkish Info Day. And as mentioned, I'm happy to present to you Hydrogen Europe research today, but also the Clean Hydrogen Partnership and the 2024 call for proposals. So who are we at Hydrogen Europe Research? So as already mentioned, so we're one of the 3 partners of the Clean Hydrogen Partnership alongside Hydrogen Europe, who represents the European industry on hydrogen, and the European Commission. As Hydrogen Europe Research, we represent the research community, so universities and research and technology organizations. And our aim is to contribute to the achievement of carbon neutrality by ensuring high-level research on hydrogen in Europe. And therefore, we support our member universities, our member institutes in this, and these stakeholders are involved in this ongoing trend, this development on the new industrial ecosystem based on hydrogen. As you can see here, where our mission is based on 4 pillars. The first one, obviously, is research. So we support research on hydrogen technologies from low TRLs to even higher TRLs, as our goal is to support the development of next generations of materials, of systems, of technologies, of components. We also advocate for the support of research and technology infrastructures, because they're quite important in order to be able to test in the right environments all the technologies that will be developed, and are therefore one of the main building blocks as well needed to scale up and speed up innovation. Our third pillar is on sustainable development. So via our policy activities, we also advocate to ensure that sustainable development standards for hydrogen technologies are developed using a sound and clear scientific methodology that takes into consideration all the life cycle of hydrogen technologies in order to evaluate efficiently the carbons and environmental footprints related to the production, the use, the distribution of hydrogen. And finally, another important aspect that we support is education, because indeed there's still a high need for academic but also vocational education and trainings for the hydrogen sector, as it's still a developing sector, So we have also skills-related activities, also in collaboration with Hydrogen Europe on this. Just to give you a quick overview, we have, for the moment, 150 members within Hydrogen Europe Research that are spread out in 29 countries. Here in Turkey, we have 5 members. We have the Istanbul Technical University, the Yildiz Technical University, the 9 Eylül University, Sabancı University, and also TÜBİTAK. So I hope I pronounced the names more or less correctly. But yeah, we've got a nice representation of Turkish universities and RTOs, and it's a pleasure to be here. And as a reminder, so as I said, our members are split between universities and research and technology organizations. This has already been mentioned, but this is our brief history. So now we do participate in the Clean Hydrogen Partnership, but in the past, as of 2008, Hydrogen Europe Research also participated in the previous 2 joint undertakings on hydrogen, the Fuel Cell 1 and the Fuel Cell 2 joint undertakings that took place from 2008 to 2013 and 2014 to 2020. And now until 2027, we are participating alongside Hydrogen Europe and the Commission again in the Clean Hydrogen Partnership. In terms of our structure, so we have a General Assembly, which is composed by our members, who is the deciding entity of the association. This General Assembly elects an executive board that's made of 10 representatives, and this board supervises the secretariat of the association, of which I'm part of, and I work in collaboration with my colleagues who also are active, so on policy, as I mentioned, on skills, but also on communication, then all the administrative activities we have for membership, etc. So the General Assembly, as I said, is the highest level of our association, where members meet twice a year to agree upon the decisions for the association. So the general policy of the association, but also it's an opportunity for them to network. And yes, so we meet once a year in Brussels during the Hydrogen Week, and the second time in the summer in a member organization. Generally, we try and do it in the country of the council presidency. So this year will be in Budapest in June. As I mentioned, our executive board is elected by the General Assembly and is composed, as you can see here, of 10 members that are elected for 2 years: a president, Luigi Crema, a treasurer and a vice president, a chair of external affairs, and then 7 technical committee leaders. So I'll go in a little bit more detail in what the technical committees are, but they're important in relation to our activities within the Clean Hydrogen Partnership. And each technical committee leader has his specialization in a segment of the hydrogen value chain. We have 2 main partners within Hydrogen Europe Research. So the first one, obviously, is Hydrogen Europe, our industrial alter ego, with whom we work within the Clean Hydrogen Partnership, but also on skills-related activities via skills working group. And we also, as you know, and I mentioned, one of the 3 members of the Clean Hydrogen Partnership. So we are also very much involved with the program office of the Clean Hydrogen Partnership and the European Commission. In terms of our activities at Hydrogen Europe Research, so the main one being the participation to the Clean Hydrogen Partnership, but also we have other activities or other services we propose to our members. The first one is to represent the position of the research community via policy recommendations and position papers. So with our members, we respond to European legislation consultations and draft such position papers, as you can see here. We also have education and skills activities via the skills working group. We provide intelligence for our members, so on the research activities that each member undertakes within their organization, but also what infrastructures there are that are available within these organizations, so that we can try and foster interaction between our members and also provide them with some data on what's out there in Europe and within our membership in terms of hydrogen activities. We're also a means for members to communicate and network with each other. And finally, we also participate in some Horizon Europe projects, two of which are the Green Skills for Hydrogen project and the Fuel Cells and Hydrogen Observatory. We've also been awarded another project recently, an Interreg project, in which we'll act as a technical advisory body for regions in Europe that wish to develop their hydrogen activity, so develop a hydrogen strategy or develop an infrastructure in hydrogen. So I think 13 regions are involved in this project, and we'll be closely working on this in the next few years. As I mentioned, so we have apart from the Clean Hydrogen Partnership that I'll go into a bit more detail just after this, our two main activities that we have, other main activities we have at Hydrogen Europe Research are our policy activities and our skills activities. So we have a policy working group that meets every month and discusses all the potential issues for Hydrogen Europe research community stemming from existing or upcoming EU legislation. So we defend the views of our members, RTOs and universities, and draft these position papers, and you can see here, and respond to EU consultations. And we also have a skills working group in common with Hydrogen Europe that tackles and reflects on the topic of skills, training and education in the field of hydrogen fuel cells. And as you can see here, so the main topics that are dealt with during these meetings and during the activities of this working group are to understand the trends and needs for hydrogen skills, to present best practices and projects, to identify relevant funding and opportunity, but also to monitor EU policies on employment and enable members to network and matchmake in order to find new contributors for their projects or build consortia. So this was, in a nutshell, what we do at Hydrogen Europe Research. But now more specifically, so our main activity and even our historical activity is the joint undertaking on hydrogen. So now the so-called Clean Hydrogen Partnership. As has already been mentioned, so the Clean Hydrogen Partnership is an institutionalized European partnership with three partners, two private partners, Hydrogen Europe and Hydrogen Europe Research, and a public partner, the European Commission. The European Commission is represented by three DGs, DG RNI, DG Energy, and DG Move. And the EU funding for the partnership over the course of 7 years will be of 1 billion euros that have recently been topped up by 200 million of extra funding from Repower EU that will be specifically allocated to Hydrogen Valley projects. And this EU funding has to be matched at least equally by the private partners, as has already been mentioned in the past, previously. So this 1 billion euros of EU funding will have to be matched by Hydrogen Europe and Hydrogen Europe Research via different types of contributions: in-kind contribution in projects, in-kind contribution in additional activities, and the contribution to the running of the partnership, to the administrative costs. So basically what we do with Hydrogen Europe and the European Commission each year is that we participate in the identification of the annual and multi-annual research and innovation priorities, and also participate to the elaboration of the research topics that are included in the annual work plans, of which you can see the fruits today with the 20 topics that were included in the 2024 call for proposals. We also have a strategic research and innovation agenda for the partnership, which outlines the main aims, the main mission and the main objectives of the partnership, but also the research and innovation activities that will be covered during its course. Before I go into a bit more detail on how we work operationally, this is a quick view on the financial obligations of the Clean Hydrogen Partnership. So they are based on the founding EU regulation, which establishes all the joint undertakings, which is called the Single Basic Act. It's also based on the Clean Hydrogen JU financial rules and on our statutes, so the Hydrogen Europe and Hydrogen Europe Research statutes. In terms of funding rates, it's important to keep in mind the ones you can see here on the screen. Basically, so the funding rate is how much of your eligible costs are covered by EU funding. So for research and innovation actions, so for projects that are lower TRL from let's say 2 to 5 or 6, the funding rate is of 100%, both for research or industrial stakeholders. But for higher TRL projects, so for demonstration actions, innovation actions, the funding rate decreases to 70% for industrial stakeholders, whilst it remains at 100% for research stakeholders. Then for coordination and support actions, the funding rate, as you can see, is always 100%. And finally, so for flagship actions, such as Hydrogen Valleys, there's a capping of the EU funding. So for small-scale Hydrogen Valleys, it's of 9 million euros, whilst for large-scale Hydrogen Valleys, it's 20 million euros. Then in terms of financial contributions that Hydrogen Europe and Hydrogen Europe Research need to leverage in order to match the 1 billion euro EU contribution. So I've mentioned them previously. You can see them here on the slide. So the in-kind contribution to operational activities, a contribution that are calculated directly from clean hydrogen JU projects with a funding rate that's below 100%. So for the innovation actions, that's 30% of eligible costs that are not funded by the EU is accounted towards the contribution of the private partners for the Clean Hydrogen Partnership. There's also the in-kind contribution to additional activities, which is a reporting activity that our members do each year, where they specify which projects on hydrogen they are involved in, but are funded outside of the Clean Hydrogen Partnership. And finally, we have the contribution to administrative costs, of which Hydrogen Europe and Hydrogen Europe Research need to participate up to, will need to participate 30 million euros from 2021 to 2030. And for this, a mechanism has been put in place with our members where if they are successful in their project proposal, 3.5% of the grant they receive should be put aside and allocated to this project contribution. So in some sense, sent back to the European Commission in order to cover half of the costs of the running of the partnership. And this mechanism lies on a few key principles. First of all, that only Hydrogen or Hydrogen Europe Research members can contribute. So non-members cannot directly or indirectly contribute to these administrative costs. This participation is enshrined in the statutes of the association. So by joining Hydrogen Europe or Hydrogen Europe Research, or by being a member of Hydrogen Europe or Hydrogen Europe Research, members agree to this mechanism. And even above this, the Single Basic Act encourages non-members to become Hydrogen Europe or Hydrogen Europe Research members in order to also participate to the partnership and also contribute to the development of the ecosystem as a whole. So for any non-member, you can join Hydrogen Europe or Hydrogen Europe Research as full members, but Hydrogen Europe also has a special category for this, which is the project member category. And I'll come with a little bit more detail on this at the end of my presentation. This is just before I move on, this is just an example of what happens when you have a consortium with members and non-members. As I mentioned, only the members can contribute to the administrative costs of the partnership. So either you're in a consortium with only members, and then that's pretty straightforward, everybody will contribute. If you're in a consortium with members and non-members, you can either convince them to become members if they freely want to do so. You can also convince them to become project members if also they agree, and in this case everybody would contribute the same amount. However, they can also decide to remain non-members, and in this case the members would have to contribute on their behalf to the running of the partnership. And then there's obviously can be a combination of the three situations above. And If anything is unclear regarding this, you can always get in touch with with us, Hydrogen Europe or Hydrogen Europe Research, or eventually even the Clean Hydrogen Partnership, and we can happily explain in little bit more detail the mechanism and how it works. So now, if we go back a little bit more to the research and innovation activities of the Clean Hydrogen Partnership. So as I mentioned, we have a strategic research and innovation agenda, which was adopted early 2022 and was the fruit of nearly 2 years of hard work with the European Commission and Hydrogen Europe. And this strategic research and innovation agenda outlines all the research and innovation activities that will be covered during the course of the partnership, as well as the targets that are to be achieved. And you can see them here. So there's a general objectives, so supporting the hydrogen strategy, stimulating research and innovation on clean hydrogen, strengthening the competitiveness of the EU and its associated countries, and contributing to the climate targets of 2030 and 2050. Then you can see here also the bit more specific ways in order to achieve these general objectives. This strategic research and innovation agenda covers the full hydrogen value chain, as you can see here. So from hydrogen production via electrolysis or other routes of hydrogen production to distribution and storage to the various hydrogen end users that are covered, so on transport, but also for stationary applications and heat and power. And we also have horizontal activities, so on cross-cutting, education, sustainability, regulation codes and standards, pre-innovative research, but also hydrogen valleys, supply chain, and the so-called strategic research challenges, which were 3 strategic projects that started last year that were included in this strategic research and innovation agenda. The first one was on the sustainability of hydrogen technologies, the second on advanced materials for hydrogen storage, and the third one on understanding the degradation issues and how to enhance the lifetime of electrolyzer technologies. So these projects are a bit specific in the sense that they are very focused on research and on more long-term research. They last for 7 years. And the idea is that for these projects to provide regular data in order to be able to feed this into future and ongoing clean hydrogen partnership projects. We also have quite a synergistic approach within the Clean Hydrogen Partnership, because hydrogen can be used in many other sectors, and these sectors are also covered by European partnerships. So mainly the end-use partnerships are the ones that are relevant to our program and with whom we try and enhance the synergies, so to make sure that what is done within the Clean Hydrogen Partnership can also be built upon or used in other partnerships. So for the mobility partnerships, there's the EU Rail partnership, Clean Aviation, also towards 2.0 mobility, and also the waterborne co-program partnership. Then for the stationary end users and the industrial end users, there are also some synergies with the built environment, but also clean steel and processes for planet that are often explored. And for this, the European Commission created the Inter-Partnership Assembly, where each partnership meets every 2-3 months to discuss their current activities and try to enhance the synergies between them. So by synergies, often what we mean within the Clean Hydrogen Partnership is that we focus on the development of technologies, whilst these end-use partnerships will generally focus on the integration of these technologies onto a ship, a plane, a train, or within an industrial process, for example. Now, more operationally, how we work at internal level within Hydrogen Europe and Hydrogen Europe Research, but also our interaction with the European Commission. So our members participate to the identification of annual and multi-annual priorities within our roadmaps. Then for the interested members, they can participate in the drafting of the topics. And also, in general, we often organize technical workshops with the Commission and JRC, and they can be involved in this. Typically, we organized not too long ago a workshop on the impact of hydrogen as an indirect greenhouse gas. So understanding or exploring the physical phenomena happening at various layers of the atmosphere when hydrogen is released, but also on the ground, trying to discuss how hydrogen releases can be measured, and also on an engineering level, how to mitigate these hydrogen releases. So in order that for hydrogen to remain on the ground and not be released in the atmosphere, because it does contribute it can contribute to global warming as an indirect greenhouse gas. And then in terms of our technical committees, so as I mentioned, each technical committee has a technical committee leader, one for Hydrogen Europe and one for Hydrogen Europe Research. And if you remember well, the Hydrogen Europe Research technical committee leaders are elected by the General Assembly and are also part of the Hydrogen Europe Research Board. So there are 7 technical committees, and each technical committee is split into specific roadmaps. So the first technical committee is on hydrogen production, and this technical committee is then split into 4 roadmaps: one on electrolysis, one on other modes of hydrogen production, another one on the role of electrolysis in the energy system, and then a final one on the use or the integration of electrolyzers in industrial applications, or not just electrolyzers actually, but hydrogen production means within industrial applications. The second technical committee is on hydrogen storage, transport and distribution, and split into 6 roadmaps you can see here. One on large-scale storage, one on hydrogen in the gas grids, one on liquid hydrogen carriers, or even actually hydrogen carriers in general. They don't have to be liquid. A fourth one on non-pipeline hydrogen transports, another one on key technologies for hydrogen distribution, and the final one on hydrogen refueling stations. The third technical committee focuses on the transport applications of hydrogen, with a more horizontal roadmap on hydrogen building blocks, so the fuel cells, the storage tanks, the different BOP that are relevant, let's say, to all the different mobility modes. And then we have 4 other roadmaps that focus on the modes of transport: heavy duty vehicles, the maritime sector, the aviation sector, and also the rail sector. The fourth technical committee focuses on the stationary applications of hydrogen and hydrogen in industrial applications. So there's a roadmap on stationary hydrogen fuel cells, a second one on hydrogen turbines and burners, and then a third one on hydrogen in industrial applications, but this time more using hydrogen as a feedstock or as a means to generate heat. Then we have a horizontal technical committee on cross-cutting activities, which has 3 roadmaps which focus on sustainability and recycling, second one on regulations, codes and safety, and the third one on education and awareness. The 6th technical committee is more of a vertical TC on the hydrogen supply chain. So there's a bit less pure research activities that are foreseen within this this technical committee, but there are some reflections on how to improve and enhance the European supply chain for the hydrogen sector. And finally, the 7th technical committee is on hydrogen valleys. So each roadmap that is included in a specific technical committee is composed of Hydrogen Europe Research members, and you can join them when you join the associations. And some meetings can be organized, some documents can be shared, and each member of the technical committee via the roadmaps can participate to this process. And you can see the process here in a little bit more detail, and it's applied to this year, so 2024. So we have there are three main processes for each annual call for proposals. Two of them are for members only, and one is open to everybody. It's publicly open, which is obviously so the application process to the call. So when you submit your proposal and build your consortia, Hydrogen Europe and Hydrogen Europe Research are not at all involved in this. This is up to members and non-members to discuss within themselves. But internally, so when we start defining an annual work plan, so when we start elaborating a call for proposals, we always start with a pre-identification of priorities. Then there's a process of a discussion at technical committee, leader level, but also at board level, and then even further up at governing board level of the partnership. And once all these levels have agreed on a list of priorities, the so-called strategic directions of the partnership are issued, which are the general orientations for the year, from which the topics will be developed. So if we have, let's say, a very general priority on improving the performance of electrolysis technologies, you use this as the main priority, and you can develop different topics from this. So you can focus on low temperature electrolyzers, on high temperature electrolyzers, on a specific electrolyzer technology, but you get the idea. So you have a strategic direction, a high level priority from which research and innovation topics are then elaborated. And once they're elaborated, there's an iterative process where there's a first draft that's elaborated and then shared to the program office and commission for their feedback and comments. From this, a second draft is then done to improve on the first draft. Again, the commission and the program office will provide their feedback, and then we can enter into the final drafting stage, where the second drafts are finalized into the final version of the topics that are then included in the annual call for proposal, which is published in January of the year, and in this case, January 2024. And then it becomes public, and anybody can send their application, send their bid, and then these bids are evaluated during the summer. And around end of summer, beginning of autumn, successful bids are then contacted by the program office, and the grant agreements are starting to be prepared, with the aim of having all the projects starting the following year. So in our case, in January 2025. So I hope this was clear regarding what the clean hydrogen does, how it works, and even internally how we work within our membership to develop the topics that are included in the annual call for proposals, and how we work with the European Commission. Now I propose to go into a slightly general overview of the 2024 call for proposals. I won't be able to go into this details for each topic, because we would be here for another 2 hours. But I hope you'll be able to see the general overview and hopefully find some topics of interest for you. So this year we have a total budget available of 113.5 million euros for 20 research and innovation topics. In addition to these 113.5 million euros, there's 1.5 million euros that are allocated as well to 3 studies. One on the potential of natural hydrogen in Europe, a second one on how to make water management more efficient within hydrogen technologies, and the third one on exploring the potential of hydrogen for the European power generation. But in addition to these studies, the 20 topics that are included here in the call, as you can see, are split into the different segments of the hydrogen value chain. So there are 5 topics for hydrogen production, 5 topics for hydrogen storage, transport and distribution, 4 topics for hydrogen mobility applications, 2 topics for heat and power applications, 2 topics on horizontal cross-cutting issues, and then 2 topics on hydrogen valleys, which are the as usual, small and large-scale hydrogen valley topics that are included each year in each call for proposals. You can see how this funding is split in the different pillars that I just mentioned. So it's relatively well split, more or less equally for hydrogen production, hydrogen logistics, and hydrogen mobility, and also hydrogen valleys. And then in addition to this, there's also, as you can see, 8% of funding towards heat and power applications and 5% for cross-cutting activities. And if you have a look at the repetition per type of action, there's more or less 40% of the budget that will be allocated to research and innovation topics, but also coordination support action topics in the studies. And the rest, so the 60% remaining more or less, are allocated to the innovation actions, so the demonstration projects and flagship projects, of which, for example, hydrogen valleys are part. So now if I go on a brief focus on TC1, so on the hydrogen production pillar. This year, so the main focus will be on electrolyzers, but also circular hydrogen production. So the first one, improving proton conducting ceramic electrolyzers, but also anionic exchange membrane electrolyzers, but also exploring more efficient monitoring and diagnostic tools for these electrolyzers. And in terms of the circular hydrogen production, how to integrate hydrogen production technologies in industrial applications. And there's something that's new as well, is the production of hydrogen via direct seawater electrolysis. So you can see the titles of the topics here. So the aim of the first topic on the proton conducting ceramic is to replace critical raw materials with steel-based materials for these technologies, and to increase the lifetime. So it's a lower TRL topic with the aim of developing a technology from TRL 2 to 4. The second topic on anionic exchange membrane electrolyzers aims to increase the capacity and the operating pressure of the stacks of the electrolyzer that would therefore then be suitable for the end users, the different industrial end users. Again, this is a lower TRL project with the aim of going from TRL 3 to TRL 5. The third topic, as I mentioned, is to produce hydrogen directly from seawater, so in an environmentally friendly manner, so with optimized use of water, with optimized and adapted materials, with the aim to produce this hydrogen in near or in offshore locations. The fourth topic, so on the monitoring and diagnostic tools for hydrogens, is for hydrogen technologies, is an intermediate research and innovation action, in the sense that it aims of going from TRL 4 to TRL 6. And basically, the aim of this topic is to develop tools, sensors or systems for industrial scale electrolyzers. So for electrolyzers that have a capacity of over 100 kilowatts. And finally, the fifth topic, so on the production of hydrogen, but also the integration of these production technologies in energy intensive or specialty chemistry industries, chemical industries. This one's a higher TRL topics and innovation action, with the aim of going from TRL 5 to TRL 7. And yeah, the objective really is to produce clean hydrogen and to integrate it into these energy intensive or specialty chemical industries. All this within a circular approach. So to try and really maximize the efficiency and make sure that what comes in stays within this loop, and yeah, so try and find a means to have a very efficient method of producing hydrogen, but also using it directly in industrial applications. Then if I focus on so hydrogen logistics, so hydrogen storage, transport and distribution. The main focus for storage will be on some of the microbial interactions for underground storage, but also next generation above ground storage solution. For hydrogen distribution, there's a topic on purification technologies for hydrogen, and another one on the demonstration of compression technologies coupled to renewable energy sources. And finally, there's also a topic on a multi-purpose hydrogen refueling station, which would be specific, or would be able to refuel different application, different mobility modes. So the first one on microbial interaction within underground hydrogen storage media. The aim is to assess the risks of hydrogen storage due to microorganizations in these type of porous media. So it's a lower TRL project with the aim of going from TRL2 to TRL4. So yeah, it's basically to understand how microbes can contaminate hydrogen when stored underground and how to reduce this contamination. The second topic on novel large-scale above-ground storage solution is again a low TRL topic, but more of an intermediate lower TRL topic with the aim of going from TRL3 to TRL5, and it aims to enable low-cost bulk storage of hydrogen via novel means with a much lower footprint than the current technologies. The third topic on purification and separation systems is a demonstration action with the aim of going from TRL5 to TRL7. And the objective of the topic is to develop a large-scale prototype which would demonstrate a purification system of 100 kilograms per day with a reduced energy consumption compared to now current day technologies. The fourth topic is on high capacity compression technology with the aim of going up to TRL8. And the other objective is to couple this compressor directly to the renewable energy system and to demonstrate it for at least 24 months, so for at least 2 years. And then finally, as I mentioned, the fifth topic on the multi-purpose hydrogen refueling station is a topic that aims to go from TRL5 to TRL7 and has the objective to design a refueling station that can cope with the upcoming requirements of heavy-duty fleets of different types of vehicles for different types of application modes. Then, if I focus on hydrogen mobility, there are 4 topics included here. One on, 2 actually on the maritime sector, but also 2 others on the heavy-duty sector, and each spill over into one another. So one is 2 on the balance of plants, so balance of plant design, architectures, but also operational strategies. And then 2 on the integration and demonstration of these building blocks for maritime applications. So what's a bit new in this call is that there's also an objective regarding the scaling up of balance of plant components, but also the new storage solutions that are proposed to be explored for maritime applications. And there's a lot of synergies foreseen with existing projects, such as the STASH project, if you're familiar with it. So the first topic is on improved balance of plant for PEM fuel cells. So it's a project that aims to go from TRL3 to TRL5 and aims to develop new operational strategies and architectures to improve the efficiency of lifetime of these fuel cell systems. The second topic this time focuses on the scaling up of the balance of plant components that are needed for efficient high power heavy duty applications. And here the focus really on high power output and durability. And the aim is to go from TRL3 to TRL5 as for the first topic. The third topic on next generation onboard solutions for hydrogen powered maritime applications is a topic that aims to go from TRL4 to TRL6 and explore new solutions for optimal storage of hydrogen or hydrogen carriers below the deck of ships. And finally, the final topic for this pillar is on the demonstration of hydrogen fuel cell powered inland or short sea shipping, which aims of going from TRL 5 to TRL 7, and demonstrates this technology, an inland or short sea ship, but also to demonstrate an entire maritime ecosystem with at least one port, which would include the hydrogen logistics and refueling or bunkering of this ship. Then if we go to the heat and power applications, so there are only two topics here. The first one's on the next generation of fuel cells, but more focused on critical infrastructures this year, and a topic on understanding the physical phenomena of hydrogen combustion. And what is new is that, as I mentioned, one of the topics is on a portable fuel cell that would power critical infrastructures in case of natural disasters. And for the second one, is to build on previous topics that were included in Annual Work Plan 2022 and 2023, to finally finish covering the knowledge gaps on premixed hydrogen combustion at high pressure. So the first topic, as I mentioned, is on portable fuel cells to power critical infrastructures in the case of natural disasters. So the aim is to go from TRL 5 to TRL 7 and to develop and demonstrate a lightweight, robust, and containerized zero-emission transportable fuel cell. The second topic is understanding the physical phenomena, the combustion properties of hydrogen combustion at high pressure. And the aim is to go from TRL 3 to TRL 5 and to bridge the knowledge gaps for the adaptation of existing knowledge and the development of advanced dry low emission combustion systems for pre-mixed flames at high pressures. Finally, we also have two projects on cross-cutting activities. The first one is to continue raising the environmental sustainability of fuel cells and hydrogen technologies. And then the second is to research novel materials in order to make PEM-based technologies less reliant on potentially toxic materials or critical raw materials. So the aim is to develop the so-called safe and sustainable by design guidelines for the first topic, and the second is to the development on non-fluorinated components, and this also comes in the context of a potential ban of fluorinated substances, so the PFAS, which would be very critical for quite a significant portion of the hydrogen sector, and mainly for PEM electrolyzers and PEM fuel cells. So the aim is really to try and explore whether for the membranes and the component, there can be some other materials that would not be fluorinated that could be developed, obviously at the right performance levels. So the first topics is on guidelines for sustainable by design systems for the hydrogen value chain. This is a coordination and support action. It's more of a desk work on finding the guidelines and provide proposals or propositions on how to, by design, develop hydrogen technologies that are safe and sustainable. The final topic for cross-cutting activities is on the development of non-fluorinated components for PEM fuel cells and electrolyzers. And the aim is to go from TRL2 to TRL4 and research on fluorine-free materials for PEM-based systems, so for both fuel cells and electrolyzers. And then finally, the final part of the topics for this year's call for proposals are the hydrogen valleys. And basically, hydrogen valleys, as you probably know, is projects that demonstrate a whole ecosystem that therefore demonstrates hydrogen production, storage, and hydrogen end users. There are two different types of valleys that are funded within the Clean Hydrogen Partnership: small scale and large scale valleys. And the aim is to have to foster the emergence of a widest possible array of valley configurations. So each valley should be different and should aim to be novel and to have its specificity, let's say. And it's not about technology development of an application in the case of valleys, but really on the system integration and how we integrate, as I mentioned, production, distribution and storage, and then subsequent users. So the large-scale hydrogen valley will be funded up to 20 million euros. And basically, so the aim of a large-scale valley is to produce at least 4,000 tons of green hydrogen, renewable hydrogen per year using new production capacity, and to supply at least 2 hydrogen applications from at least 2 different sectors for at least 2 years of operation. At a smaller scale, so the smaller scale hydrogen valleys, the aim is to produce at least 500 tons of hydrogen per year, of renewable hydrogen per year, using a new production capacity, and here to supply more than 1 sector for at least 2 years of operation. So it's less, the aims are a bit less ambitious, but that's also due to the lower scale of the valley. It's also important to note that so there are, for the moment, 29 million euros available. So for 1 large scale and 1 small scale hydrogen valley project. However, this year there'll be an extra 60 million euros that will be topped up, and these 60 million euros will in part be used to fund hydrogen valley proposals that would be ranked 2nd or 3rd for large scale or small scale valleys. So there will be more than 2 projects on valleys that will come out of this call, and yeah, so even though there's for the moment only 1 project that will be selected, since we have this extra 60 million euros that's available, there will for sure be between 2 and 4 more valleys that will 4 more proposals that will also be funded. So we should have between 4 and 6 hydrogen valleys funded by the 2024 call for proposals. And finally, there's also, from the 60 million extra budget, 12.5 of it will be used for a hydrogen valleys facility, which is basically a project development assistance endeavor, where there would be support provided for hydrogen valley proposal developers, so that they could be supported in their process in order to improve improve their proposal and enhance the chances of it to be funded. And this at different level of maturity of the investment decision. So it's it will be here really to support stakeholders in the preparation of their proposal, so that they have better projects in the pipeline, and also increase their chances of scoring higher in the evaluation. So this was a short presentation on the different topics that were included this year in the 2024 call for proposals. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you found the topics in the call also interesting. Don't forget as well to check all the different call conditions when preparing your bid, so when preparing your consortium. This is important as well to maximize your chance. So all these call conditions are available in the call for proposals documents, but also online. So have a look at the Clean Hydrogen Partnership website. You'll be able to find everything you need to know here, and also on the funding and tenders portal of the European Commission. And I'll end now with just a little bit of advertisement on our side. So to join Hydrogen Europe Research or Hydrogen Europe, to join Hydrogen Europe Research, so it's relatively straightforward. You have to be, you have to conduct research on hydrogen or fuel cells. You have to be independent from industrial stakeholders, and you have to be located in the EU or an associated country at Horizon Europe, or in the UK or Switzerland. Well, in the case of UK, they're back as an associated country. So there was a little exemption for UK and Switzerland when they were still out of Horizon Europe and discussing their reaccession. For Switzerland, they're still out of it for the moment. But since we had many Swiss and UK members, the General Assembly agreed to have this exception for them. You also have to be either a non-profit organization or public research organization, or university, or a federation of universities or research organizations. You can see the membership fees, so it's 3,500 euros a year, and to be an associate member, so it's a different type of membership, but with very limited rights, and generally it's only more adapted for entities that are not located in countries that are part of the EU or in an associate country to rise in Europe. We have only one associate member currently, IRSN from Morocco. But yeah, those are the two types of membership we have. And for Hydrogen Europe, if you're an industrial stakeholder, there are different types of a membership. And I see here there's a little problem with the slide. There should be some ticks depending on the types of membership category that don't appear on the screen. Unfortunately, I'll modify the slide and send it back to you in case you wish to share the slides following the event. But basically, so if you can become an industry corporate member, a non-industry corporate member, but also a project member of Hydrogen Europe industry, and depending on the membership type, you would have access to the different services they propose. Hydrogen Europe are very active on the policy level. They do a lot of advocacy. They're also very active at international level. They focus a lot on trade and international cooperation nowadays. And of course, also are involved in the Clean Hydrogen Partnership, so have some innovation activities as well. So there are different types of membership categories depending on the size of the company. But it's a big association with over 450 members, and altogether, so both Hydrogen Europe and Hydrogen Europe Research, we have a very dynamic ecosystem where we try to align the research priorities, but also the industry priorities. So thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much for listening to me. If you wish to get in touch, you have my contact details here, but also the contact details of my colleagues. So feel free to get in touch. Thank you very much again, and I'm still available for a few minutes if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Luis, for this comprehensive presentation and for your valuable support to our stakeholders. May I ask to turn off your micro, please, Muharrem Bey, because we have an echo. Thank you. Yeah, person who is not familiar with the subject, the hydrogen, could easily understood such a clear presentation. Thank you so much. I'm confident that our stakeholders gained a crucial and valuable information throughout you. I don't want to keep you too long because I know you have a very busy schedule. I think there is a question about her technical committees, but I think this question came up before you talk about the technical committees under the Hydrogen Europe structure. You would like to add something about this issue, or maybe I try to answer all kinds of questions came up from our stakeholders.
I can see, so the questions of for the technical committees, yeah, I do believe the question came before I presented them, but yeah, so just as a reminder, so we have 7 technical committees within Hydrogen Europe Research. These technical committees are shared with also Hydrogen Europe, so we work together, research and industry, and they're split into specific roadmaps. So you can join, members join the roadmaps that are interesting for them, depending on their knowledge. And then within these roadmaps, there's some discussions, some interactions that lead to so the priorities that are identified annually, but also the topics that are drafted annually.
What is the process of, I have just a quick question. What is the process of the drafting committees? If we have a member on the technical committees of Hydrogen Europe, we can join directly the draft committees or something like that. What is the process to be part of the drafting committees?
So what we do is we have various meetings with members where we explain the specific step we're in. And when we arrive to the drafting step, we present the general descriptions of the topics that will be drafted, and then we ask members who wants to join the drafting group, and so they then express their interest. We collect all the interest, and then we create the drafting group. So this year we'll have various dedicated SharePoints with the people that can then have access to the drafting, the topic drafting SharePoint. And then there's also a document that aggregates all the different groups, and you have access to the list of people who are involved in the drafting. And if you want to join at any point, you can also get in touch, and we'll add you to the loop.
Okay. Thank you so much for this clarification. We have another question. Should we be a member of Hydrogen Europe Research to make application for the calls? I think Cennet Hanım missed something. Should we be a member of Hydrogen Europe Research to make an application for the call?
So when you apply, when you bid for the open call, anybody can apply. So you don't have to be a Hydrogen Europe Research member. So non-members and members can be part of a consortium. And I'm sure that's the case for the High South Marmara Hydrogen Valley. Since it's a project, there's a lot of members in the consortium, and not all of them are Hydrogen Europe or Hydrogen Europe Research members. So the call is open to all. The only thing for which you have to be a Hydrogen Europe Research member or Hydrogen Europe is to have access to the drafting of the call before it's public. So you're involved in the full process before the call is published, and also after the call is published, it's to be able to contribute to the administrative costs of the partnership.
I have another question to you.
Yes.
I would like to ask about the contribution cost of the Hydrogen Europe. If you have a part of consortium under the Clean Hydrogen Partnership, as far as I know, this consortium should pay a contribution fee to the Hydrogen Europe or Clean Hydrogen Partnership.
Yes.
Do you have an idea about this issue for the clarification of our stakeholders?
So for this, and of course I can provide a bit more. If ever there's some uncertainty, you can always get in touch. The thing for this is that Hydrogen Europe and Hydrogen Europe Research, via its members, need to contribute 30 million euros for the administrative costs of the partnership. This mechanism has been put in place to collect this money when members are successful in their application, so when they receive EU funding, but can only be collected by Hydrogen Europe and Hydrogen Europe Research members. So normally, when you receive the funding, you'll get in touch with the funding manager at Hydrogen Europe, who will explain the different steps in order to contribute to these administrative costs, which amount to 3.5% of the grant that you receive. So instead of receiving 100,000 euros, for example, you would receive 100,000, but you would have to send back, let's say, 3,500. And there's this mechanism in place, and the aim is to try and also have as many people to contribute to this, so try and make non-members become project members. Otherwise, there may be some issues along the way, and there's of course there's a little bit of a lack of clarity towards this, and we're trying to solve this issue with the European Commission to try and find more open and streamlined process that would be acceptable to everybody. And it's still ongoing with the Commission, but the main idea is that if you're a member of Hydrogen Europe or Hydrogen Europe Research, bear in mind that 3.5% of the grant you would receive would have to be sent back in some sense, which is a bit unfortunate when you say it like that, of course, but unfortunately, it's not a perfect process, but that's the one that was agreed at the time.
Yes, thank you very much for this clarification. We are truly pleased that you took the time for us early in the day. We are so appreciated for your participation, and thank you very much, Luis. Hope to see you again, maybe. Yes, of course, as Luis mentioned on his presentation, since we have a limited time, it's impossible to go into details about all the call topics. I would like to point out that a hybrid information day was held by the Clean Hydrogen Partnership last week within the scope of the 2024 call. When the video recording of the event is published, we will inform you on the website ufukavrupa.org.tr. But we know that the slides are now available online on the Clean Hydrogen Partnership official website. If you need detailed information about the call topics, you can refer to these slides for now. And also, if you need more detailed information, you can contact us, or maybe you can contact us via ncpenergy@tübitak.gov.tr, or maybe you can contact Luis if you wish. And so after Luis, we will listen to the experience of Turkish stakeholders involved in the project selected for funding from the Clean Hydrogen Joint Undertaking 2023 call. It's in last year. When the Clean Hydrogen Partnership is mentioned, or Turkish stakeholders mostly think of Hydrogen Valley. However, with valuable information provided by Luis, we have come to realize that the issue extends beyond valleys. Now, in this context, I will pass the floor to two of our stakeholders involved in projects in two different fields to share their experiences with us. I would like to leave the first word to Muharrem Yazıcı from Hidromek company to share his experience within the scope of the H2MEC project. Hi, Muharrem Bey.
Hello to everybody. This is Muharrem from Hidromek. We are joining together with Mr. Berat. As you know, we are machine maker company. Our company is the private company. First of all, I would like to introduce our company briefly. Our vision is becoming a global.
Sorry for interrupt you, Muharrem Bey. We can't see your presentation on full screen mode. We see your presentation on the presenter mode. Would you like to change your presentation?
I couldn't understand your question. Sorry. There is a noise fluctuations. So I yes.
Maalesef versiyon olarak full screen'da değilsiniz. Sunucu versiyonunu görüyoruz şu an. Notlarınızı görüyoruz yani, öyle söyleyeyim.
I don't understand you. Sorry. Is it okay now?
Yes, that's perfect now. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So first of all, I would like to introduce briefly to our company. Our company vision becoming a global brand in construction machine sector. As I said already, we are the machine maker company, construction machinery sector. We are dealing the construction machine sector. Our mission is manufacturing environmentally friendly and competitive products and services that meet the needs and expectation of our customers and other stakeholders, and making a contribution to the development of the communities. That is why we are focusing to new technology, and we are trying to integrate to our machine new technologies. Our company general history is as follows. The Hidromek is established in Ankara 1978 and started the export in 1999. In 2007, we established our Spain branch office. 2012, we established our Russian office, and Hidromek 2014 in Thailand. We took the company Mitsubishi Construction Machine Division completely. We took over. Our general manager at Spain became president of committee of organizers of the Sinopi exhibition. In 2016, we established in Japan the branch office, and 2021 our general manager at the Spain branch became the Spanish Manufacturer Association and Construction and Mining Equipment at the Spanish Construction Machinery Group is ANMOPI. He became the machine sector manager actually. So we have in Ankara 4 facilities to make our machines. Besides Ankara facilities, we have in İzmir free zone area. We have assembly line for the back loaders. We are exporting our products from the everywhere. Another plant is located in Thailand. We are doing at that plant motor grader machines. Our overseas service and after sales located, if we summarize, in Hidromek West, in Barcelona, in Krasnodar, in Russia, in Thailand, and in Japan, Sagamihara. We have 4 places, our own places, for the distribution channels and the services. As a product group, actually, we have making the 5 different machines, 5 different construction machines. Let me say 5 different construction machines. The majority is the backloader. Backloader is using for the mostly inside in the city applications for the actually for the repairing as a repairing for the construction repairing business. The second big group is excavators. We are developing from 6 ton up to 75 ton machines. Currently, from the 14 tons up to 52 tons is mass production, our machines. So we are selling most of except China and India, we are dealing very, except also Canada, we are dealing all over the world. So you can see here the motor graders, loaders, this is the 40, 50 is compactors for the. And in Ankara, we have our own research and development center. This is supported by also our industrial minister. So we are doing here the mechanism design, structural analysis, experimental resistance analysis, noises, vibrations analysis, testing and improvements, CA compatibility testing, hydraulic system optimization, and also besides during this development, we are creating our patents and utility models for the projects. We have our own design studio, industrial design studio. We are doing our all industrial styling and everything at this R&D centers. Design studio is one of the Turkey's leading vehicle design studio. Design is performed according to automotive standards, certified design quality. Ergonomic design considers safety as the main priority. Cabin design is with the office comfort. New designs in accordance with the customer expectation. Those are the main targets. So after we have many awards for the design awards. The first design award we took 2010, and for each products more than 5 design awards. Wheel Excavator Design Awards and Hycon Design Awards. This is also granted by the TÜBİTAK. Meister Design Award for the back orders, etc. So recently we developed the Vision Opera. This has also design awarded, German design awarded. It is from the one places. You can control different machines. This is the let me say, this is the concept for this is the identical design, and it is only concept design basis. With regard to green technology, we have different applications. First application, we make the 7-ton wheel type machine. This is granted by TÜBİTAK. Today we are trying to take this machine in the mass production. The second project, the hybrid project, it is also granted by the TÜBİTAK. We applied this project to do our wheel loader machines. The last one is hydrogen fuel cell project. It is founded by UO. It is over around 1 million founded by UO. Our research interest can be defined as follows. First is reducing, of course, the carbon footprint and emissions, producing new environmental friendly machines, raising awareness for hydrogen and green technologies, integrating new hydrogen fuel cell and its system to our machine, disseminating of the hydrogen system to the our product family, creating new environmental friendly supplier ecosystem. The HMAC project, we have 8 mainly consortium partners. The most important one is from the Itanova Institute, Technology Institute from Spain. The second one is also TÜBİTAK University. There is from Finland. We have also from Germany, the filter company, Manhummel. And there is also Unmopic. Unmopic is, as I focused, it is as I described, it is the construction machine association in Spain. There is also Ballard. Ballard is Canadian company actually, but in Europe they are making their operation in Denmark. And in Spain also there is another company, Hydrogen Aragon. They are at this project. They will advise to the consortium, refilling station, and hydrogen supply supporting standards and etc. HMAC project has 8 project maps. The first one is definition of the system requirements for the selected applications. The second one is design of the fuel cell non-road mobile machine concept for the HMAC scope. The third one is fuel cell application for the excavator, especially fuel cell application at the excavator is critical application because it comes from the critical issue from the fuel cell itself. Besides Hidromet, there is also another Spanish machine maker. They are making at Spain the crusher machine. So they are the one of the also partner of this project. After we will make the environment demonstration at Spain. We will test in Turkey at our premises. We will do some verification test. After verification test completed in Turkey, we will send to our machine to the Spain, and we will make the real environment test demonstration in Spain. And the other packages, techno-economic analysis and market uptake of the solution. And seventh package is dissemination and communication. The other one is project management. So we have prepared the layout. We will implement this hydrogen system out of wheel-type machine. We selected the wheel-type machine because of the shortage of the availability, or in other means availability of the hydrogen is not easy. So because we selected to implement for the wheel-type machine for the easy accessibility to the tank station, hydrogen tank station. So today, as we see, we took this information from some papers, from documentation, but there are still bottlenecks with regard to availability of the hydrogen. And the most important thing to obtain the hydrogen is should be green, as already mentioned before. This is the only way to use the sun energy and wind energy sources. As Turkey, we are lucky, we have plenty of suns, and also from the point of the wind energy, we are not so poor. We are very, we have already infrastructure and also suppliers to make the wind turbines. So there is a chance to obtain the hydrogen. There are many other ways to obtain the hydrogen, but they are not the green actually. Our focus and our deal as a society, as a state, as a human is to obtain the green hydrogen technology. That is why I am skipping the other ways yes. About we have say hydrogen. Actually, as I mentioned, we are the machine makers, so we will not produce hydrogen, but we will implement to our machine as a powertrain system. So that is why hydrogen is very important for us. Hydrogen and other green technologies, so to focus the futuristic project at construction machine side. The bottlenecks, as our opinion, the high total cost of fuel and hydrogen components is very high today. Transporting and distribution is difficult, and general storage or storage of the vehicle machine is 700 bar, or there are another possibility to storage the minus 253 is also not easy, but we will see at the next step at our project. We intend to use 700 bar system. If we look at the European, we can see here on the map where is located the hydrogen sources, where can be obtained the hydrogen. The German is the first one in the Europe who is able to providing the hydrogen resources. Unfortunately, in Turkey there is no any kind of the source. In our project, we will rent the hydrogen 200 bars, and we will pressurize. We think that to pressurize it to up to 700 bar. After that, we charge to our machine to our machine system.
Muharrem Bey, sorry for thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, unfortunately, our time is very limited. Because of that, I would like to ask to finalize your presentation. We are at the end. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Muharrem Bey, for this useful and inspiring presentation. I would like to ask you yourself, maybe it could be a good idea Thank you. I'm sure our participants learned very important information from you, Muharrem Bey. Thank you so much again. Now, without wasting much time, I would like to give the floor to Nihan Hanım from TEMSA to share her experience within the scope of the EcoHydro project. Nihan Hanım, it is your turn to speak. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Hanife Hanım. It's Nihan Jin. I'm very delighted to be here and share my experience with you today. And I would like to thank everyone who organized to this day. I would like to give a brief overview of my career today. I completed my undergraduate studies in chemistry and pursued my master's degree in material science and engineering. Subsequently, I worked as an R&D engineer at Korksa for 1.5 years. For the past 8 years, I have been working in TEMSA, where 6 of those years were dedicated to engineering activities. In the last 2 years, I have been serving as a manager responsible for the national and global incentive programs in TEMSA. TEMSA is established in 1968 in Adana and has been a leading manufacturer of buses, minibuses, and light trucks. TEMSA provides diversity transportation solutions for its customers with more than 1,800 employees. As the first R&D center in Turkey, TEMSA is currently capable of producing 24 different models of buses, as you can see in the bottom, including 5 electrical vehicle models for various markets. In TEMSA, we actively involved in 7 different TÜBİTAK projects and 3 different Horizon Europe projects for now. When we see the TEMSA's focus areas, now we are focusing today and for the next few years, especially 5 different subjects. These are electrical and hydrogen vehicles, customized commercial applications and retail solutions, energy storage solutions, and autonomous vehicles. TEMSA has, as I mentioned, 3 different ongoing projects in Horizon Europe program. EcoHydro is one of them, and this project is related with hydrogen solutions. And the budget is almost 10 million euro, and it's 4 years projects, and the coordinator is Institut Mines Telecom from France. And in this project, there are 8 different work packages. This project has mainly 2 important aims. The first one is designing next generation hydrogen storage tanks using recyclable materials. And the second aim is developing a recycling technology to recover 1% of materials after the end of the lifespan of hydrogen tanks. In this project, TEMSA will provide the necessary requirements for the production of the new fuel tanks suitable for the bus and will take part in the on-vehicle applications. There are 15 different partners from the world in the consortium. 2 of them are from Turkey. These are TEMSA and FEV. So, as we all know, European Union funds are more difficult than national funds, but they are very important goals to strengthen international cooperations and have mostly higher budgets. For this reason, TEMSA, we have focused on these goals, especially from 2 years. So, how TEMSA get partnership in these consortiums? I give a summary here. We are working with a consultancy firm to better understand this European funding process. In addition, we are in contact with expert lecturers from 2 different universities. These are Dr. Levent and Dr. Ahu. And also, we participate in organizations and information days organized by TÜBİTAK mostly. And finally, as the leader of the company, I actively use the funding and tender portal and respond the coming emails quickly. These are the important points. My presentation are a bit summary presentation. And if you have any questions, you can directly write to me or you can ask from here. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Nihan Hanım. You shared truly important and valuable information for us. We appreciate this. It was indeed beneficial, at least for me, to witness and comprehend what was happening in the real world for me in my side. Now, we will be listening Abdurrahman Türk from Sabancı University without slowing down to share their experience and knowledge within the scope of the Hydrogen Valley, which are among the topics that attract the most attention from the Turkish stakeholders, I think. Abdurrahman, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Hanife. Okay, I will shortly give information about the Hydrogen Valley concept and hydrogen economy. So I believe there are several organizations interested in this Hydrogen Valley calls. I will start with hydrogen economy model. So when we look at numbers, financial numbers, so current green hydrogen production is very limited. It's less than 1% in the world. And especially in Europe, they would like to increase the green hydrogen production, but there are some problems for that. Mainly the cost of hydrogen is the problem. So if we look at a comparison of hydrogen production, of different types of hydrogen production, so blue and gray is still very low. And at the global level, unfortunately, it is expected that even if 2050, they will still be lower than green hydrogen cost. But in European Union, and they would like to increase the carbon prices, and I think it will change the price of the green hydrogen, and during 2035, the green hydrogen cost will be cheaper than the other types of hydrogens. And I think it's a good timeline to invest green hydrogen. And after these dates, you can most probably sell the green hydrogen, and it will be more feasible in 10 years, let's say. And if we look at hydrogen production costs and the hydrogen valleys in Europe, so there are, for this graphics, there are around 40 hydrogen valleys in Europe, maybe more than 40. And when we look at the cost of hydrogens per kilogram, I think most of them is higher than 4 or 6 euro per kilogram. And there is also an initiative started from European Commission. They called it European Hydrogen Bank. And if you can produce hydrogen at local level, but you are producing more than the local need, then you can sell the hydrogen to the hydrogen bank, and they have a fixed fee, and it will be 4.5 euro per kilogram. And so when we look at hydrogen valleys and the price of hydrogen banks, and if you compare with blue hydrogen and also gray, so we still need to decrease the cost of green hydrogen. And it's a very critical issue if you would like to apply for hydrogen valley calls. And if you would like to convince the industrial organizations, the cost of hydrogen will be very crucial for you. So if you look at the value chain of the hydrogen valley, so Louise also mentioned a lot of about these technologies, but as a valley concept, you have to consider not only one application or just production. You have to create a local economy, and you have to produce hydrogen. In Valley's most common use technology is electrolyzer. So you can produce green hydrogen via using electrolyzer. And also you need to transport and distribute these technologies. There are several different technologies. You have to choose some of them to distribute the hydrogen or storage the hydrogen. And also you need to select some industrial applications, mobility applications, or some different applications. And these technologies, maybe the main issue for the hydrogen valley is we have to be careful about it. This is not about buying a technology and applying to the valley. So you need to select some technologies, not low TRL, but it can be 5, 6 and TRL level can be 5 or 6, and then you have to develop the technology up to 7 to 8. This is important because if you don't have any novel technology in the body concept, the excellence parts most probably get lower points from the referees, and the impact and implementation part is also important. So you have to define a very good implementation plan for the valley. And also the impact is mostly on the region you select and the concept expansion concept of you define during the proposal. So these are the important points, but don't forget you need to get some novel technologies, not low TRL. So you cannot develop technology during the Hydrogen Valley projects. It is not research and innovation project. You have to select some prototypes, some developed technologies, and apply to the valleys in the project. So if we create a scenario about large scale and small scale hydrogen valleys, so it can be 4 years project, for instance, and at the half of the project, in the second year, after the second year of the project, you have to operate this electrolyzer for 2 years. So you have to produce and sell the hydrogen to the industrial applications. So the duration can be 4 or 5 years. It depends on you or the scale of the valley. Hydrogen production for small scale, as Louis mentioned, 500,000 tons per year, and for large scale one, it can be 4,000 tons per year. So each year, you have to produce this amount of hydrogen. And the electrolyzer capacity it depends on the technology you use, but let's say 4 or 5 megawatt for small and 30 to 40 megawatt for large scale. So it can change. So this is just rough estimations. And for the hydrogen applications, small scale, at least 2 application per 2 different sectors. So you can select, for instance, one mobility, one energy application, or different sectors. So you have to be careful about it. 2 sectors, 2 technology. It is important. And for the large scale, at least 3 application for 3 different sectors. So it is also, you have to define other sectors in the large scale concept. And you have to create a local economy for these industrial applications. And you have to convince, as I said earlier, the industrial organization to use this hydrogen, and even maybe you cannot sell the hydrogen, or there are different scenarios for the hydrogen usage, but this organization has to buy the hydrogen from you. So you have to convince them to buy and use this hydrogen for 2 years in operation environment. So this is the main challenge for the hydrogen valleys, I can say. And the total cost of the project, this is, as Louis mentioned, for the small scale, it's 9 million euro EC contribution. For the large scale ones, it's 20 million. But all the commission officers said that. So the total budget of the valley is not that amount of money. So you have to bring at least for the small scale valleys 30 to 40 million euro, like an investment cost or other additional cost of the other operations and things. For the large scale, it is like 80 or 100 million euro total cost of the all operations. So it is not an easy project. So you have to bring additional investments to the valley, and the commission, in that sense, we can say that only fund at around 20 or 25% of the cost of the valley. So this is crucial, because if you submit a project just saying that, okay, we will have 15 million euro total cost and 9 million comes from European Commission, most probably it will not get funded, because they are expecting more investment from your side to the value. So this is all from my side. If you have any questions, I can answer, or you can send an email to me if you want. I can also answer via email. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Abdurrahman. Maybe you can write your email addresses on the chat box or something like that.
Okay, I can.
Yes, thank you very much again for the informative presentation. By the way, I would like to kindly remind our stakeholders once again that the detailed information about hydrogen valleys was also shared during the Clean Hydrogen Partnership Info Day held last week. In addition to Louis' presentation and in addition to Abdurrahman's presentation, the additional information can be reached from the official website of the Clean Hydrogen Partnership. They have also launched the first version of the presentation about the hydrogen valley issues. Finally, we are moving on the pitching session. Before giving the floor to Selin Hanım, I would like to make a very brief reminder. Currently, as far as we see, many profiles cannot be uploaded on the B2Match platform due to incomplete information. For this reason, I would like to emphasize that we are waiting for you to complete the marketplace section on the B2Match platform to activate your profile and to conduct online meetings. Here I leave the floor to Selin Hanım. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, I hope you can hear me well. So now with this session, we have a very packed schedule, actually having 21 pitching presentation, each having almost 4 minutes. And now without further ado, I would like to invite Shirin Gülay to have her presentation if she is here.
Hello everyone. I will share my presentation. Sorry. Can you see? Yes.
Yes, but it's in the presenter mode, unfortunately.
How can I change?
En alttaki 3 noktaya eğer tıklarsanız orada sunucu moduna geçebilirsiniz isterseniz.
Sorry. Is it okay now?
Yes, and now it is okay.
Hello everyone. I am Shirin Gülay. I work in TÜBİTAK Marmara Research Center Hydrogen and Fuel Cell Technologies Research Group as Chief Senior Researcher for about 15 years. I am chemical engineer and got my PhD on heterogeneous catalysis. As TÜBİTAK Marmara Research Center Hydrogen and Fuel Cell Technologies Research Group, we work on green and blue hydrogen technologies, the use of hydrogen in energy, industry, transportation, and building sectors, PEM-type fuel cell technologies, electrochemical carbon dioxide evaluation technologies, hydrogen storage technologies, and electrochemical green production of ammonia, electrochemical production of green ammonia. Also, our research group has expertise in natural gas methanol design reforming, sodium borohydride-based hydrogen generation, hydrogen production with PEM, ion exchange membrane and alkaline electrolysis, catalytic burners, hydrogen production from coal and biomass, hydrogen purification systems, and catalyst development and production. We completed lots of national and international projects about hydrogen technologies. We developed fuel cell powered electric vehicles, unmanned air vehicles, power supply, microcogeneration systems and electrolyzers in our projects. You can see the prototypes which were developed some of our completed projects. We have deep knowledge in green hydrogen production. We have PEM-type electrolysis systems, which has a technology readiness level of 6 to 7. We produced all of the subcomponents of the system in our own infrastructure and complete the integration and optimization studies. Now we are interested in topic 1 to 2, advanced ion exchange membrane electrolyzers for low-cost hydrogen production for high power range applications. We are planning to submit a project entitled as Development of Modular Ion Exchange Membrane Water Electrolyzer System for Low-Cost Hydrogen Production. Within the scope of the project, novel critical material-free catalysts, bipolar place membranes, and other subcomponents will be developed. Module and system design and integration studies will be completed, and the performance and lifetime tests will be conducted according to the European Union harmonized test protocols. Also, you can see the draft structure of the proposed project. We developed the work package. We have 3 national project partners. We will take support for catalyst and membrane development, pilot scale experiments, performance, and lifetime tests from them. And we are looking for the new project partners. The other topic which we want to participate is development of direct seawater electrolyzers and want to participate as project partner for the projects. Thank you very much for your patience. If you have any questions or want to collaborate a new project about hydrogen technologies, please feel free to contact us. Thank you very much.
Many thanks, Shirin Hanım. And I think I can pass the floor now, Mr. Rosa Middle.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Unfortunately, I cannot see you, but yeah, now that is
All
perfect.
right, that's great.
Thank you for being with us today. And now
Thank
the
you
floor
too.
is yours, I think. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I represent one of the consortium partners in a small-scale Hydrogen Valley project that we are currently preparing, and I'll quickly show it to you on the screen. So it should be now in the full screen mode. If you could confirm that you could see it in the full screen mode, I will go ahead. Oh, good.
That is, yeah, perfect.
Okay, great. So I work for the Circular Economy Science Park in Hungary, which is a joint entity with the University of Pannonia, where I'm an associate professor, and the MOL Group. And together we are partners in the HYDE-ACVEN project by the ACVEN company. It's part of the ACVEN holding, and it's focused on the renewable energy. And the coordinator of this project, ACVEN Renewable Energy, has a strong experience in a wide range of areas related to renewable energy production, from solar, wind, other types of renewable, hydro, and so on. You could see here the location of the valley that we are planning to do in the Mersin area, close to the port, in a very strategic place that could cover 100 kilometers around Mersin, close to Cyprus, close to Lebanon, Syria, and you could see that here we have a holistic approach that includes the end users, the off-takers in it, the distribution, storage, and industrial usage. We have also the map where you could see how it would look like with the charging stations, where the solar energy comes from that we use to produce the hydrogen. It's from Konya, a very nice and spiritual area of Turkey. Then we produce it and we distribute it to the area with the local off-takers in the industry, and we try to provide it to areas beyond that. As I said, I'm just representing one of the partners. We're looking forward to any additional partners that could join the consortium and support us with their expertise, whether it's scientific, technological, as potential off-taker industry companies. Looking forward to hearing back from you. And this is my email on the screen. Thank you for the opportunity to be with you, and wish everyone the best with the hydrogen projects.
Thank you for speaking with us. Now I think we can switch back to another Turkish voice. This is Suha Yazıcı from Istanbul Technical University. Hocam, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Let me share my screen.
Of course. Okay, wonderful. The floor is yours.
All right. Thank you for the opportunity. Welcome, everyone. Briefly, want to share with you in one of the proposals that we are trying to form a team. Istanbul Technical University is involved heavily on the energy research areas through Energy Institute in material development, renewable energy, efficiency, etc. And there are also other faculty like chemical engineering involved with conventional hydrogen production, purification, separation, etc. And also material development and material science department, as well as chemistry department. So my research areas around electrochemical aspect of hydrogen and fuel cell development. Our current projects are, seawater electrolysis from Black Sea containing hydrogen sulfur. We are also involved with Korea and photoelectrochemical hydrogen production, and electrochemical CO2 reduction are the active projects currently. I am also looking into electrochemical ammonia production with some European organizations. In this proposal, very much what we need to look into is the monopolar and bipolar plate design and development. It is very much on design and integration statute. I am involved with porous transport layer development, taking conventional transport layers, diffusion media, and then modifying them, porosity, etc. Electrocatalyst development, carbon nanotube development, and electrochemical measurements, all part of our interest, characterization, etc. So in this horizon call, we are looking into submitting a proposal on direct seawater electrolysis based on our experience with team members from a previous project. This is going to be, in our side, very much center development through material science department and porous transport layer development. We can also do flow through zero gap cell and stack development, catalyst modifications. And then we have a Korean partner that are willing to also look into the photoelectrochemical aspect of seawater electrolysis. We are at this point have a couple of partners from Bulgaria, Romania, and then Korea. And they are also looking into finding some European partner as well on membrane development, because it is not only, PEM or alkaline, but also maybe bipolar membrane development. And then also modeling aspect needs to be covered by some universities maybe. So this is my contact point. I will be happy to work with you if there is any interest from any organizations. Thank you very much for your attention.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And now I'd like to invite my next speaker from Flotex Automotive, Ms. Gaye Kanaltı. She will be also giving a brief pitching session. And I also, before she starts, I also would like to remind you, all participants, that unfortunately we have to confine ourselves with 4 minutes. Thank you for your understanding. Okay, wonderful.
Okay, I believe you are seeing my screen right now.
Yes.
Perfect. Hello, everyone. Thank you for Clean Hydrogen Partnership for having us today. I'm Gaye Kanaltı, R&D Manager of Flotex Automotive. Yes. Flotex was established in 1978 in Bursa as the first company to manufacture thermoplastic parts with rotational molding technology in Turkey with international recognition. We serve automotive, aerospace, and space customers, OEM with our fuel tanks, interior and exterior trim parts, air ducts, and resonator boxes. As Flotex, one of our strongest capabilities is research and development. In 2020, Flotex was announced as the most successful SME in Turkey based on the funds received from Horizon 2020 projects. Our research interest is the development of Type 4 composite high-pressure vessels for the storage and transportation of compressed hydrogen. Let's check the reasons behind our involvement with the Type 4 vessels. Among the vessel types developed over the years, Type 4 vessels with thermoplastic liner enable lightweight solutions. They are safer regarding the non-corrosive characteristic of the thermoplastic liner and therefore could provide much longer product life. Besides, manufacturing of Type 4 vessels is relatively easier compared to steel and aluminum counterparts as in Type 1 and Type 2 and Type 3. A Type 4 composite pressure vessel includes three main sections. The first one is the composite structure that maintains high pressure applicability, for instance, operating up to 1000 bar hydrogen. Then Type 4 thermoplastic liner that acts as a gas permeation barrier at extremely high pressures, and aluminum end bosses for the assembly of the vessels. Flotex has 40 years of experience in mold design and production and is capable of development of Type 4 thermoplastic liners up to 3.5 meter in length. Depending on the application requirements, we can produce various thermoplastic liners. Following with the liner production with rotational molding technology, we are winding the liners with carbon fiber or glass fiber impregnated with the matrix, depending on the pressure and the temperature of the operation. As Flotex, we can mold and carry out finite analysis for the determination of the failure mode of the composite, thermoplastic liner and end bosses. We designed and produced our own molds. Also, we designed and utilized our own winding pattern depending on the high pressure requirements. Moreover, we are capable of conducting various material characterization techniques over composites and thermoplastics. As Flotex, we are using filament winding technology to wrap the vessels, and we are able to perform high pressure hydrostatic tests in-house, as you can see from the image. In our facility, we have hydrostatic proof test, burst pressure test, and ambient temperature pressure cycle test benches, which enable us to testing of these composite vessels up to 1500 bar hydrostatic pressure. As all our capabilities considered, now we are ready to explore three main fields: novel large-scale above-ground storage solutions, and onboard storage solutions for H2-powered maritime applications, and microbial interaction for underground hydrogen porous media storage. Now we are looking forward to meeting with the consortium partners that are interested in these fields. Thank you for your attention. Please contact me for further details or any questions related with the hydrogen storage and transportation projects. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Moving on to the next speaker, now we have Mr. Dinko Dudovic, another international voice. He will be sharing his presentation with us.
Yes, thank you. I hope you can see my screen. Do let me
Yes.
know, please. Yes, okay, excellent.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay, so as mentioned, my name is Dinko Đurđević. I work as a project manager in an organization, Gitone Kvarner, located in Croatia, in Zagreb. But we are actually focused more on the Kvarner area in Croatia, which is the coastal area, relatively close to Zagreb. As I mentioned, we're a project management company, and we're mostly focused on the activities of project management, communication, dissemination, but we do have a large portfolio of other companies which we are collaborating with and which we actually co-own, which are focused on tourism, waste management, maritime sector, and renewable energy sources. Some of the companies are Maritime Center of Excellence, Maritime Innovation Cluster, Urs and Design Center and similar, which are more focused on the technical part, specifically in maritime, but also for hydrogen. What I mentioned is that we're focusing on the corner area, and we designed a small concept idea for the area itself, focused on hydrogen mobility specifically, because the area is lacking in general mobility and connectivity between itself. What we want to develop is a small hydrogen mobility ecosystem, or a small scale hydrogen valley, if you want to call it, starting from production and ending in end use, specifically in mobility, which would be focused on buses, boats, and cars. Specifically in terms of production, we are considering green hydrogen from electrolysis, but also waste to hydrogen alternatives, because there is a lot of waste, especially in touristic season, in the Rijeka and Opatija area. What we would like to develop within this project activities, where the calls suit our concept idea, is the development of a multimodal HRS, which would be located in which we can potentially provide a location in the area that we consider. Also, the maritime part, the maritime call, both for onboard storage, but for development of fuel cells in maritime aspect. For example, a taxi boat, but we also consider a catamaran or a larger boat, since it's within the call proposal. And some other activities that we are also always looking for partners would be implementation of hydrogen buses as well as taxis. But also, since it's on the European level, it's not still developed, also some regulatory analysis and development of acts and regulations that could help us implement this part faster. This is a really general overview of the whole project idea, how we see it in the location. And as I mentioned, what we would like to focus is the maritime part and the multimodal HRS within the scope of this call. We are, actually, you can see my email here, and we are always open for communication in other parts of the project activities. But in terms of this call proposal, segment, you can always get in touch with me, and we can see how we can cooperate in which way. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, I get to circle back to Marmara Research Center to invite Mahmut Ateş for his presentation.
Hello.
Hi, John.
Okay, I'm starting. Hello, dear participants. I'm Mahmut Ateş. I'm working for TÜBİTAK Marmara Research Center as a senior researcher. My friend Shirin introduced our working group. I will pass to slide, and especially today we are interested in goal 2.3, demonstration of hydrogen purification and separation systems. We have experience in the field of catalytic purification, absorption purification, and absorption purification techniques from lab scale to demo scale, from syngas purification systems to PEM electrolyzer hydrogen purification systems. In the scope of 2.3, especially there are bold expected conditions in the red paint. Especially, first one is the blending from natural gas lines excluded. The second one, TRL 7 level is expected. The third one, is 3,000 hours operation condition is expected, and the last one, especially, hydrogen production capacity must be higher than 100 kilogram per day. Is bold conditions to pay more attention. And also there are 6 KPIs we focused on this call. Decrease energy use 25%, decrease capex 30%, decrease critical raw materials 50%. Hydrogen recovery should be higher than 90%. Purity also 95%. Total energy consumption should be lower than the 3.5 kilowatt hour per kilogram, and levelized cost should be lower than the €1 per kilogram. And we propose the we have such a project idea to construct with this line, and we are looking for project partners, and especially we are discussing the Turkish partners, and we are looking for the other partners from the Europe and Turkey. Thank you for kind attention.
Thank you so much. Now that our next speaker is from Yıldız Technical University, but now he is today connecting from Brussels. Fatih Hocam, the floor is yours.
Hanife Hanım, thank you very much. Can you please share my presentation?
Of course. Just a second. Okay, due to the technical stuff, we have to move to the next speaker, and then we'll circle back to you, Hocam. Is that okay?
Sorry about it. Sorry about
Okay.
it. Okay. And I will connect to my computer. Sorry about it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think now I can invite to Anna Polanka for A+, if she's with us today.
Yes, good morning. I'm here. I'm gonna share my screen.
Yes, why not, please?
Can you see it?
Not now.
No? Okay.
No.
I'm gonna try it again. Okay, I think now it's working.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Well, so good morning, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity of participating in this interesting event. My name is Anna Polanka, and I belong to I'm+. Here you have my contact details. I belong to the R&D area. I have a technical background, industrial engineering, a PhD in circular economy. I'm+ is located in Valencia, in Spain, and we are a private non-profit association by a public initiative with more than 30 years of experience in the European framework. We are experts in plastic materials and the whole plastic value chain, from material recycling, radical extrusion, synthesis, processing of polymers, special assisted processing technologies, microwave, ultrasound, also supercritical fluids, gases. Also, we work in the functionalization of and synthesis of nanoparticles, also in the materials production for hydrogen production and storage, multi-layer structures. And we have been participating in more than 150 projects in the European framework from FP5 until Horizon Europe, and we have coordinated 35% of them. So our recent trend can be defined in two specific parts. First of all, we are willing to be coordinators in this topic for the development of non-fluorinated components for fuel sets. And here our idea is to develop new green routes to obtain non-fluorinated ionomers from membranes and catalyst layers. And we are looking for partners with different capacities, either companies or research centers, universities, that they are willing to join with their different expertise. We are starting to build a consortium. And also we would like to be participants in two topics. First one is the next generation of port storage solutions for hydrogen application, and then the second one, the demonstration of hydrogen fuel cells power in land or shore sea. Here we can bring up experience in composites for the ship sector, also the integration on sensors in composites, also the production of hydrogen, also the storage and the different experience in materials. We can also use here like different bio-based materials in cases required, because as you can see, on the back part of the presentation, we have experience in different projects for the maritime sector, bringing like materials with different properties adapted to the tank storage and with very strict conditions. So we'll be happy to hear from you and to be involved in this kind of initiatives. Here you have my contact details, and I will be happy to hear from you. And thank you so much for letting me participate in this event.
Thank you so much, Ana. And now I got to invite Professor Mustafa Umut Karaoğlan from 9 Eylül University.
Hello, everyone. This is Mustafa Umut Karaoğlan. I am attending from 9 Eylül University. 9 Eylül University is a research university which have more than 60,000 students and many faculties and research centers. And I also work under the Faculty of Engineering in the Department of Mechanical Engineering about hydrogen and fuel cell system development and automotive applications with my colleague. Our research activities for Clean Hydrogen Partnership can be summarized as numerical modeling and simulations of fuel cell hybrid vehicle, component sizing, powertrain design, drive cycle analysis, life cycle investigations, performance analysis, and thermal management of fuel cell and hydrogen storage. So our technical expertise includes the topics of fuel cell vehicles, thermal modeling, experimental studies, vehicle dynamics, and simulation studies for hydrogen and fuel cell systems. Our research interests are design and development of vehicle powertrains, including hybrid, electric, and fuel cell. Also, fuel cell components and hydrogen systems of all types of filled and tracked vehicles. And finally, according to our expertise and research activities, we believe these codes in the left side are suitable for my organization. On the other hand, the listed topics in the right side, which is electrolyzers and electrochemical hydrogen compressors, hydrogen storage, low-cost hydrogen production, high power range hydrogen and fuel cell applications, high hydrogen compression in commercial applications, hydrogen fueling stations applications, high power fuel cell heavy-duty applications, hydrogen-powered maritime applications, composite pressure vessel for storage of compressed hydrogen gas, PEM fuel cell system efficiency and lifetime, hydrogen production, distribution, and integrating technologies, hydrogen as an alternative energy source at airports, fuel cell components development, hydrogen and fuel cell modeling represent our capabilities and intentions for the project partnership with hydrogen-related industry and university or research center. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much. Now that we can reconnect with Fatih Sorgulu, I think you may proceed with your presentation. Fatih Hocam.
Thank you very much, Hanif Hanım, and I'm very sorry about it. Now I'm ready to present. If you hear me.
Yes, please proceed with your presentation.
All right. I am Fatih from Yıldız Technical University. I am a faculty member in Mechanical Engineering Department, and we are conducting our experimental research in Hydrogen Research Center in the same university. Next slide, please. Yıldız Technical University is a very well-known university, and today I would like to mention Hydrogen Research Center. We set the center last year with the leadership of Professor Ibrahim Dinçer, and we are conducting our experimental research on hydrogen production and hydrogen utilization. And also we are planning to study on hydrogen storage. Today I will mention only one subject, and of course, it's not limited with this. Today, we have faculty members in university working on different area for hydrogen. I would like to mention hydrogen and natural gas studies. We conducted many experimental research and theoretical research. On the right side of the presentation, you can see the journal papers, and we published all experimental and theoretical results in journals indexed in first quartile, and we measured firstly, we set a laboratory for hydrogen and natural gas mixture composition to blend it with the desired composition with Gazbir Gazmer Natural Gas Association companies, Natural Gas Distribution Companies Association. And after we guaranteed the composition of the blend, we combust it in a residential devices, such as combi boiler and gas stove. We measured the heating time of the water, and we measured the emissions. Of course, as expected, because of the lower density of hydrogen, as expected, heating time increased and NOx emissions increased. But of course, carbon dioxide emissions decreased. Now we decided to work on industrial devices. It's because of the NOx emissions. If you utilize blend in industrial devices, you can utilize oxygen rather than air, and you can reduce NOx emissions. Next slide, please, Nifan. And for this call, there's no specific call on natural gas and hydrogen, but there's a call on gas turbine. So we are interested with it. Also, we are interested with small scale and large scale hydrogen valleys, which calls have many applications. I think last year there were more than 20 applications on hydrogen valley. So we know that it's difficult to apply with a hydrogen valley project. And as I said before, it's not limited with this. I only wanted to mention on hydrogen and natural gas blend, but we are working on photoelectrochemistry, photoelectrochemical based hydrogen production, and of course we are working on fuel cells and electrolyzers. Thank you very much, and again, sorry for the problem.
No
Connection
problem. Okay, no problem. Now the next speaker is representing Ford Otosan, Mr. Özcan Gül with us. Thank you for accepting our invitation and being here. Floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Please confirm if you can see my screen now. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, let's start now.
Yes.
Okay, this is Özcan Gül from Ford Otosan. So, as a Ford Trucks, our global brand for heavy-duty mobility, actually, we have in a great transformation journey with zero emission, connected and autonomous technologies already. So, within this scope, for net zero ambition for all over the world, we have lots of activities apart from electrification, also the hydrogen activities for both fuel cell electric vehicle and hydrogen internal combustion engines. So we start this journey in the hydrogen side years ago, almost during the Corona times. So in research, development, and lots of investment in our test facilities. Also, we are in collaboration with third parties, as you may heard from the press. So with this scope again, as of last year, we kick off our ZEPES project, which is also another hydrogen Horizon Europe project with a large consortium and powerful. So we are developing our fuel cell tractor FMAX, and our intention to make this vehicle in demonstration in Europe in 20 quarter as of next year in 25 and during 2026. It was actually a very good opportunity for us to collect the real world data before mass production. So it's our favorite projects at the moment. So as a next steps for further steps, we have an intention to develop our fuel cell power unit as well, as we do for all our vehicles already in the market. So when we look at our competencies, experience, and backgrounds, we think that we can develop fuel cell vehicle, fuel cell power units, especially BOP components. With our competencies, we can develop our engines end to end, considering everything from zero to market actually. So we are ready for that. So for the calls, actually, we are interested in 0.1 and 0.2 for balance of plant component development and system development, and also we can have a role in the demonstration, which we can have a role in the development of the fuel cell. So thank you very much. You can see my email from here. You can directly contact me.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you
you so much. And now we get to reach out to University of Southampton with Aykut Korkmaz Hocam.
Hello.
Okay, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. And I'm sharing my screen. Is it seen now? Can you see that?
Yes, please move it
Okay.
to the full mode. So yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Aykut Korkmaz. I'm holding two positions. One of them is at Turkish University from Turkey, Maritime Faculty, and the other one is Southampton University as a research fellow. I have attended here just 5 months ago, and I have responsibility to take the techno-economical analysis of an unmanned autonomous SWAT vessel. And we have already funded as a Southampton University with the collaboration with the Aqua Ocean company in the UK. We have get funding from the Clean Maritime Demonstration Competition projects, and we have started to build a SWAT vessel, which will carry some goods from mainland to some Orkney Islands and the small islands near the UK. And as a university, we have our responsibility is to make some experimental stuff with using our towing tank, and this towing tank is the world's European's largest towing tank, which a university owned. And we are especially focusing on decarbonization, ship efficiency, and maritime energy, and dynamic performance of ship structures, human factors, and we have some other group, maritime robotics and autonomy. And as I have mentioned, we have our towing tank, and we can conduct our research and experiments in these towing tanks, and the maritime laboratory we have, and we can I would like to mention we are interested in to join the demonstration of hydrogen fuel cell powered inland or short sea shipping call. We are already started to establish a consortium, and one of them is the University of Southampton and Aqua Ocean, and from Turkey, Turkish University. And we are also looking for some other partners in the world, and most important one is, I think, the Port Authority, because it's the obligatory thing we have in this call. And the others are ship designers, shipyards, classification societies, onboard storage and advanced marine propulsion system designers, hydrogen suppliers, and bunkering safety related researchers. You can contact me according to any other companies, Aqua Ocean, Turkish University or Southampton related with this project. I'm really eager to see your participation in this project with us. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Now we have another guest from TÜBİTAK Marmara Research Center, Çiğdem Karadağ. Çiğdem Hanım.
Yes, good morning. Can you see me?
Of course.
Okay, I am sharing my screen. Yes, good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself. At first, I am Çiğdem Karadağ. I am a senior researcher at TÜBİTAK Marmara Research Center. Our organization is founded in 1972 and it is located in Gebze. We are under Vice Presidency of Material Technologies, and TÜBİTAK Marmara Research Center Hydrogen and Fuel Cell Technologies Research Group has been carrying out research and development activities in the field of hydrogen and fuel cells for more than 20 years. My colleagues made our presentation before. We are involved in green and blue hydrogen production technologies, PEM fuel cell type technologies, hydrogen storage technologies, electrochemical production of green ammonia, electrochemical carbon dioxide evaluation technologies, and the use of hydrogen in the energy, industry, transportation, and building sectors. Here you can see our prototypes. We are working on natural gas, methanol. These are reforming processes, sodium borohydride-based hydrogen generation, hydrogen production with PEM electrolysis. We are working with catalytic burners, hydrogen production from coal and biomass, hydrogen purification systems, and catalyst development and production. In the case of fuel cell development, we are producing our fuel cell components. These are bipolar plates, membrane lattice assembly, electrocatalysts. These are platinum and platinum metal alloys. Sorry.
Nihan Hanım, sanırım mikrofonunuz açık.
And then we produce our PEM fuel cell stacks. Then we produce our fuel cell systems, integrating with the fuel cell stacks with process control and data acquisition, heat management, water management, power conditioning, and fuel preparation and conditioning steps. So our working areas and competences are PEM fuel cell and electrolyzer systems, bipolar plate, electrocatalyst and membrane electrode assembly, hydrogen production from natural gas or methanol or sodium borohydride. We are active in modeling and simulation, low temperature fuel cells, data acquisition and power conditioning from many different applications for transport applications, portable applications, and also heat and power applications. We are preparing components, then integrating into systems and test our systems. For this call, we are mainly interested in the topic portable fuel cells for backup power during natural disasters to power critical infrastructures. We know that Turkey is in the area of earthquakes, and last year we had a very terrible earthquake and we had so many losses. So in order to prevent these, we have to make some green technology solutions. So fuel cells can be used as disaster solutions for critical infrastructures. In the concepts of the call, the topic focuses on the development and demonstration at an operational environment of a lightweight, robust, containerized, and modular 50 kilowatt PEM fuel cell system to power critical infrastructures in the event of a natural disaster. The fuel cell system should be easily transported, installed, and started. and should sustain vibrations to be able to operate with air at low ambient pressure and critical for mountain regions and other extreme environmental conditions, and be compatible with the specific requirements and norms for transport and operation under relevant
I am sorry to interrupt, but may I ask you to speed up a little bit because we are lagging behind, unfortunately. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. So, as a coordinator, we want to produce a topic on this call, including green hydrogen with sodium borohydride, the solid-state hydrogen storage agent. We will integrate our sodium borohydride generation system with the fuel cell system. And also the topic should include the fuel cell system, the chemical hydride or other alternative energy sources, system integration and data management. You can see the work package of the projects. In the consortium, we will be mainly the coordinator and also hydrogen production from sodium borohydride. Ecos Energy will be involved in the power integration, and also Fraunhofer IVC will be integrated in the coating process. So which partners we are searching? We need a fuel cell developer, balance of plant developer, a system integrator, an end user, policy developer, system tester, hydrogen safety, and hydrogen storage issues. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now I think we can move to Mr. Yıldırım.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I will share my screen. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Emre Yıldırım. I am working as an energy systems engineer at the Clean Energy Research Institute, which is affiliated with the Turkish Energy Nuclear and Mineral Research Agency, whose operation is at TENMAK in Turkey. TENMAK is a RD organization affiliated with the Ministry of the Energy and Natural Resource. Within TENMAK, there are 5 institutes in the Nuclear Energy Research Institute and the Boron Research Institute, Rare Earth Elements Research Institute, and Clean Energy Research Institute, and last, the Energy Research Institute. In addition, there are coordination offices and research and development centers required for the institution to fulfill its duties. And we are interested in these topics for portable fuel cells, for backup power during natural disasters, for critical infrastructures. And also, I would like to briefly talk about this ongoing project in Clean Energy Research Institute. In this project, the ammonia boron synthesis will be carried out from the ammonia using the reactor at the low temperature and the high pressure. In this context, portable case design will be made as in this picture, consisting of the ammonia boron cartridge, reaction reactor, humidification units, fuel cells, and the power systems. Thanks to these systems, a product that can operate independently of the grid and meet the energy storage needs in the emergency or the military application will be developed. As a result of this project, it's aimed to develop an ammonia boron based chemical hydrogen storage systems and to test at the technological readiness level cease under appropriate environmental conditions. And also, Clean Energy Research Institute has an eco caravan within the TENMAC. Is equipment with wind turbine, photovoltaic cells array, and hydrogen fuel cell. Also, it was sent to the Erteki zone to be used in the, as you said, as you know, the Maraş Erteki. And eco caravan is currently the modification phase. And then also we have the golf vehicle is the energy required for the hybrid golf vehicle. The modernized our institute is provided independently grid thanks to the solar panel or the fuel.
Could you speed up a little bit? Thank you so much.
Okay. So last slide, and thank you for the listening. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us.
Okay, thank you so much. Another special guest, and now is from Bramble Energy, and Mr. William not with us today. And
good morning.
Good morning.
You'll be able to see my screen in a minute.
Of course.
Not very good at multitasking, but as that come through. So my name's William Nock. I'm head of projects at Bramble Energy. And at Bramble, we are a hydrogen fuel cell and electrolyzer stack developer. If I move to the next slide. Our technology, so we're a technology company, we're an SME based in the UK, and our technology is developing an electrochemical platform on a printed circuit board manufacturing material methodology. So we're looking at developing fuel cell stacks and electrolyzer stacks, as well as hydrogen sensors and redox flow batteries. And we're using this novel technology, which is essentially replacing a bipolar plate, so a metallic or graphite bipolar plate with a printed circuit board. The main reason we do this is to, sorry, it might be a bit easier to go full screen. But the main reason we're doing this is to reduce the manufacturing cost. So we can manufacture essentially our bipolar plates, leveraging existing manufacturing capacity through the PCB industry. It gives us a scalability because there's a PCB manufacturing supply chain already established, and we can rapidly prototype and make customizable form factors with the PCB, essentially PCB cell. We're looking at developing fuel cells and both electrolyzer stacks, and the capabilities and research interests around the fuel cells is again looking at reducing the cost of the PEN proton exchange membrane fuel cell, and we consider ourselves agnostic in terms of the MEA. So we would be looking to work with suppliers just to provide MEAs, and we're looking at both high temperature, low temperature fuel cell stack technology. And on the electrolyzer stack, we're looking at anion exchange membrane electrolyzers, and again using the printed circuit board platform to reduce the manufacturing cost of the AEM electrolyzers. And in terms of the Clean Hydrogen Partnership call, we're interested in 5 calls. We've listed them on the screen, but one of the AEM electrolyzer calls, but also looking at how we can contribute to balance of plants calls, and also it's been mentioned a couple of times, but the portable fuel cell for backup power, and also demonstration of inland shipping. So we're interested in supplying a fuel cell stack to those projects. If you're interested, please reach out. My contact details are there. And my colleague, Janit's also working on the electrolyzer development, so his contact details are also on the screen. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And now I'd like to invite Ms. Gamze Karafik.
Yes, I am here. Can you?
Now we can.
Yeah, you can. Okay. Now you can see the presentation.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I am Gamze Karafi Kaçmaz. I am a faculty member in the Department of Energy System Engineering at the Karamanlı Mehmet University for 12 years. Since May last year, I am working on postdoctoral research at the Eskişehir Technical University. I am also the founder of GMZ Energy. I am working on hydrogen energy and fuel cells for 14 years, and I embarked on a startup journey for 2 years ago with the aim of transforming my work from the laboratory into the value-added products. Membranes are my expertise area, and as you know, they are heard of the both electrolyzers and fuel cell systems. My main aim to produce membranes in the fiber form that will provide a higher performance and better durability, and to use these membranes in our own developed fuel cell systems. I founded GMZ Energy in 2021 with the support of the TÜBİTAK 1512 support program grant. Firstly, we aim to develop the system since the electrospinning device in the market, there is no electrospinning device in the market, that can produce nanofiber membranes under the conditions we want. And together with my teammate, we applied for a patent with an invention that has a great impact on the membrane production. With our ongoing projects, we continue to work on making the electrospinning device capable of mass nanofiber membrane production and developing our own fuel cell systems. As you know, the membranes used to commercial fuel cell and electrolyzer systems are perfluorosulfonic acid based. These membranes have both high cost and features that need to be improved. Also, the negative effects of these membranes on the environment are also matter of the debate. The development of non-fluorinated membranes is so important. Nanofiber membranes have the potential have higher performance and better durability than the cast membranes due to their properties. We develop non-fluorinated nanofiber membranes with the machine learning and artificial intelligence-based performance optimization methods. They have the potential to provide up to 10 times higher performance and 20% lower cost. Our verification studies for different membrane recipes continue before applying for patents. Our ultimate goal is to produce a high-performance unit-side reversible fuel cell system using our own nanofiber membranes. This system will be used as both electrolyzers and fuel cells, and will contribute that creating sustainable energy cycle. So what do we need in this process? We can develop non-fluorinated membranes that can be used in fuel cell and electrolyzer systems. However, considering all the fuel cell components, alternative must be found for ionomers used in the catalyst layer and the polytetrafluoride used as a support layer. In addition, all these new components to be developed need to be brought together and tested in real conditions and fuel cell system. We are looking for the partners to whom we can work in these issues. Thank you for listening to me. You can reach me through my contact information. I wish everyone a pleasant day.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's reunite it with TÜBİTAK Marmara Research Center again, this time with Ömer Eksik. Ömer Bey.
Hello, everyone. Let me share my screen. Did it work?
Yes, we are seeing it.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm Ömer Eksik. I'm R&D engineer working for TÜBİTAK Marmara Research Center, Material Technologies Research Group. So many of my colleagues talk about TÜBİTAK Marmara Research Center, so I skipped this slide. And so our research group experience in composite material design, testing, and manufacturing. So we are interested in the coal project, no large-scale storage solution project call. In this slide, you see our laboratory facilities. We have composite manufacturing facilities like autoclave manufacturing laboratory, having a ISO Class 8 clean room facilities, and vacuum-assisted resin transfer molding and compression molding processing facilities. We have a capability to testing composites, tensile, compressive, shear and low velocity impact, and to create the material data for the structural analysis, which we have the FEA finite element software like Abacus, Alasina, and Wunsim. We wanted to buy Abacus, Ansys, and Alasina. Already we have. And we have also material thermal and microstructural material characterization, and we have non-destructive inspection laboratory. We also have experience in manufacturing coating to increase the resistance of composite pressure vessel. Here is our mechanic testing laboratory facilities. As I said, we can test the composite specimen with equipped strain gauges in compression, shear, and tensile mode. And here are our low velocity testing laboratory, low velocity impact testing laboratory. We have two Instron Dynatop machine. One is go up to 27,000 impact energy, and while the others goes to 1600.
Ömer, you have 1 minute left, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Here is our inspection. As I said, we have a bunch of finite element software, and we have experience in structural analysis like a ballistic, as far as I know, pressure vessel needs to be ballistically tested in regulation test. And here is the Abacus and Wunsim structural analysis for the composite pressure vessel working in 700 bar working condition. Here is our local partners, Gebze Technical University. They make the liner, modify liner with the nanoparticle and make it impermeable. And the Flotex has the manufacturing composite pressure vessel. And here is my contact details if anyone interested. Thank you very much for listening.
Okay, thank you so much. Now let's stick with TÜBİTAK Marmara Research Center, and I should invite Tuğba Lekesiz.
Hello.
Merhaba hocam.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah. We see the presentation. It's not in the full screen, but it's okay.
Şöyle yapsam.
Okay. Now it is wonderful.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Tuğba Leketsiz. I'm a senior researcher at TÜBİTAK Marmara Research Center, MAM. As my colleagues give information about TÜBİTAK MAM, I don't give other information. But the TÜBİTAK MAM has the largest R&D campus in Turkey, and we are the şey karıştı ya, niye böyle? We are the Organic and Advanced Polymer Technology Research Team is under the Chemical Process Technologies Research Group, and our research areas include polymer membrane technology, high performance resins, and functional polymers. And also we have studies on macromolecular engineering and fiber resizing technology. We have 25 ongoing projects for now, and also we have 55 research staff. And for hydrogen value chain, we can contribute to the different steps in hydrogen value chain. For production, we can give our contribution for the development of gas separation flat sheet membrane module from biomass production. And also we have developed a polymer electrolyte membrane for electrolyzer systems for electrolyzers, and also for storage and transport level. We have a project. We have some project idea, and we want to use our expertise in polymer membrane technology to produce a thermal conductive nanoporous polymer liner, which can provide a decreased pressure inside the tank, and also increased hydrogen volume. And also we can develop a glass fiber, carbon fiber, hybrid fiber composition for the outer shell of the type 4 and type 5 hydrogen storage tank. And for application, as I said before, we can produce a polymer electrolyte membrane for fuel cell application. And in this slide, you can see our expertise and infrastructure for polymer electrolyte membrane. We have completed 2 R&D projects in this subject, and also we have completed different PhD theses and master theses, and also we have published some scientific papers, and also we have one patent and 2 awards in this subject. We have lab scale and pilot scale membrane production lines, and for lab scale we can produce a membrane in the width of 25 centimeters, and for pilot scale we can produce 1 meter continuous a polymer membrane. And in this subject, our goal is to develop a membrane with easy production and low cost, and also which has a long-lasting performance with environmental friendly composition. For this brokerage event, I can summarize our potential roles and contributions. We can involve in the development of new materials for polymer liner and outer layer for hydrogen storage tank, and our porous polymer liner with increased thermal conductivity will improve the hydrogen volume inside the tank. And also we can develop a silk tape prepared material for outer layer, which has a lightweight and also which has thermoplastic matrix with 2D nanocomposite. For development of a membrane for electrolyzer and fuel cell, we can propose different structures with synthesis of well-defined sulfonated polymers, and also we can develop a high proton conductive polymer via sulfonation of commercial polymers, and also we can prepare a blend and composite membranes, and also synthesis of proton and anion conductive block and star block polymer membranes can be achieved. And thank you for listening, and if you have any question, I will be very happy to answer them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, moving on to the next speaker, I would like to invite Eda İncedere from İSTAÇ.
Hello, I can hear you and I will share my presentation.
Of course.
Can you see?
Yes, indeed. You may proceed with the presentation. Thank you.
Okay, I will begin. Hello, dear participants. I am Eda İncedere from İstaç Energy Department. I graduated from the Istanbul Technical University with a degree in chemical engineering, and I am currently pursuing my master's studies at Yıldız Technical University. Within the İstaç Energy Department, we are engaged in research related to waste to energy, climate change, sustainability, and clean energy technologies. İstaç is one of the Turkey's leading waste management companies, established in 1994 as a subsidiary of the Istanbul Metropolitan Municipality. The company is responsible for the disposal of all waste generated in Istanbul, covering a wide range of areas from medical to industrial waste. In addition to these activities, we conduct research on clean energy technologies, including ongoing research and development efforts in hydrogen production. At İstaç, we have biomethanization facility where we obtain biogas from organic waste. This facility processes an average of 50,000 tons of waste annually, making it Turkey's largest source of hydrogen from organic waste. We are currently exploring two methods for hydrogen production, one from organic waste and the other from biogas. Our ultimate at the end of the project is to use produced hydrogen as a fuel source for our waste collection trucks. In this regard, we are actively engaged in partnership discussions, particularly with companies specializing in vehicle engine manufacturing. Thank you for listening, everybody.
Okay, thank you so much. Now I can invite Mr. Çağatay Alparslan from Baştaş Cement. Çağatay Bey, hi.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Please let me share my screen. Okay. Hello, everybody. This is Çağatay Alparslan from Baştaş Cement R&D Center. Baştaş is a part of Vicat Group. Vicat is an international cement and concrete producer based in France, operating in 12 countries with 21 cement plants. There are 8 companies in Vicat Group Turkey. We have an R&D center. We are interested with Horizon Europe and Eureka programs with a deep experience and knowledge on that. We are a professional network, over 400 organizations from 35 countries. We have the actually most powerful advantage of maintaining pilot and industrial scale demo in the scope of the project, which boosts the TRL level of the project from 6 to 9. We have advanced test laboratories and advanced research center. Our approach to clean hydrogen partnership is to maintain a hydrogen combustion in our rotary kiln as main fuel or alternative fuel, which might reduce the CO2 footprint of the cement production significantly. In the scope of a research project, we aim to use hydrogen as an alternative fuel in a fuel blend, in a fuel mixture, up to 30% in mass. So the integration of hydrogen into the rotary kilns as alternative fuel is extremely crucial for decarbonizing of cement industry. That's why we are so interested in this subject. Our scope is to integrate an industrial or pilot scale demonstration to acquire real data and to work on that. Integration of hydrogen to the existing production line, thanks to our multiple production line to perform this operation. And we aim system run hydrogen replacement analysis and performance and benchmark studies on both production line operational units and the product quality as well. We are looking for consortiums to contribute at both research and demonstration activities with the support of dissemination activities, of course. Our experience, we have completed to an industrial scale project, including kiln operations so far. We acquired 4 patents and 2 new products at the end of this project. Demonstrations are easier when you have an experienced team and and willing plants which can maintain these activities in an actual plant. So with the support of our management, we can perform this analysis in one of our production lines at Baştaş Cement, which might boost the TRL level, as I said, from 6 to 9, which is a main key aspect of the Horizon projects. Extras, we have experience in 17 Horizon project submissions so far, and we have a very broad range of communication and dissemination network through our group companies, through our previous experience, and through our memberships to roof organizations. Our critical infrastructure is, as I said, multiple production line to perform these issues. We have an experienced R&D center to perform the lower TRL experiments at the lab first and bring it to the facility by upscaling. We also have research, feasibility, and application infrastructure. Our organization type is industrial private organization. We are interested with 6 calls within the scope of Clean Hydrogen Partnership. Thank you very much for listening. Please contact me if you have any questions or if you're seeking for this kind of collaboration. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Now that we have only 2 speakers left, I would like to welcome Burhan Alabaş from Erciyes University.
Hi, can you share my
Of course,
presentation, please? Okay. Okay. Hi, I'm Burhan Alabaş, and I'm working at the Erciyes University as an assistant manager at aeronautical engineering department. For now, I'm investigator, postdoctoral investigator, in the Universitat de Politécnica Madrid in Spain. And we have the many studies about the combustion area, and the next page with the presentation. We have the many studies about the combustion area, and we have the great facilities about the combustion at our university and Erciyes University. As you know, there are a lot of combustion studies in the world and many laboratories in the world, but many of them study only the gas fuels and the methane and another gas fuels as the alternative fuels. But we have the different abilities in the here, and we can burn the liquid fuel with the gaseous fuel, and we have the aeronautical engineer, and we are studying about the jet fuels and another liquid fuels with the gaseous fuels, and the gaseous fuels, and we have studied about the ammonia and the hydrogen and the biogas combustion. And now, the next page, please. We have different science and the flame image process, and we can make the flame image process, and we can determine the flame thickness and the flame length and with the Python codes, and we are taking the image from the flame, and we can determine the flame thermoacoustic combustion, thermoacoustic instabilities, and for now we are seeking the partnership for the Horizon project, for the European project, about the end usage of the hydrogen, and we have the partner in the Spain and the Universidad de Politécnica Madrid, and they have the many experience about the combustion area, and they have the experience about the production of the fuels and the especially biogas. And yeah, if you wanna, you don't hesitate to contact with me and fit in Spain or in Turkey. Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you so much. We had a very fast-forward presentation today. Now, I would like to invite the final speakers of the day, of this session, Mehmet Çavuş. Mehmet Bey.
I'm Mehmet Çavuş from HTERA. How can I share our screen? Okay. We are a hydrogen transformation company. We are doing innovative products, and also not only products, we are also a EPC company. We have RD offices in Turkey, Germany, France, UK, Portugal, United Arab Emirates, and Spain. We are working in different projects. Most of them are research projects today because new subject for all over the world. This is our organization of the HTERA Global, and we are now ready to produce our products in Turkey, so that we are looking for good partnerships for our products. We are doing hydrogen production, electrolyzers, and also work some about storage. And we will start our hydrogen generator project today. We have finished our equipment parts and security side. We are not only a mechanical or a chemical solution provider. We can do all the electronical and software components in our house researchers. Nowadays are focused on in industry and the mobility and also the transportation, because the most of the carbon emission comes from these parts. We are looking for large scale partnerships for industry part, and also in the transportation and the mobility. We are looking for the storage and also the different types of electrolyzer research. We have a hydrogen transformation roadmap program. In that program, we also include new partnerships for our ecosystem, because some projects we need different types of solutions and approach. We are interested in these topics. Why we choose most of them? Because we are working for end-to-end solutions. We are not only an electrolyzer or a storage or a electrification company. We need most of them to do the hydrogen revolution. Anybody who want to collaborate in their project and also work with us can contact from our email address. Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you so much. Now that we have this session over, I get to invite an expert from Sabancı University. Berkcan Terzoğlu will talk us through this deep-match procedure and platform, so that we get the glimpse of how to proceed with the afternoon session and our one-to-one meetings. Berkcan Bey?
Hello everyone, my name is Berkcan Terzoğlu, serving as the Sabancı University Enterprise Europe Network Project Partner. I would like to give information about the B2B session. The open session duration for online meetings during the event will be 3 months. Therefore, I kindly request you to fully complete your profiles with the calls of interest and your areas of expertise. Additionally, we are in communication with Enterprise Europe Network Consortia abroad, and our effort to enhance international participation will continue. I also ask that you periodically check the participations in the system within the next 3 months. If you have any questions regarding the B2Match platform, feel free to reach out to me. You can find my contact information in the contact section of the page. I would be happy to assist you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bakcan Bey. I think we have finalized our final session. Now I should invite you to, if you haven't already, book your one-to-one meetings on B2Match, and we wish you all a successful bid in this call topic. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much, Sedin'cim. We have come to the end of our online event, as Sedin mentioned. Thank you so much for being with us today and for your patience. I hope it was a useful event for you. I end my work here with the hope of hearing about your successful collaborations. Please try to make as many online meetings as possible through the B2Match platform after this program, please. We wish you good luck in your future work. Hope to see you again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hanife Hanım.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Hanife Hanım. See you next time.
Thank you so much, Muharrem Bey, for your participation. Hope to see you again.
Thank you.